Welcome, everybody, to day 7 of Season 1, our final day here in ProBots on ESChamp. Thank you all for tuning in. Next week will be our grand finals on Saturday, so make sure you check us out. Make sure you bookmark our forum so you can stay up to date with everything going on here. We're also going to have our Humans versus ProBots exhibition, so make sure you get your submissions in. Those will be available sometime this weekend, I believe. So make sure you come and check that out and play against the bots and fight for humanity's survival this year. Again, next Saturday. But thank you all for tuning in. We again have a little bit more elimination today. We've got a couple more bots to throw in the scrap pile, and we will have our top 3 in just a couple hours. So thank you all for tuning in to ESChamp. Make sure you hit the little like button so you can get us some visibility. And without further ado, let's go and start the last day here of Season 1. Here we are. Welcome, Endersword, for the final day. Endersword is frozen. He's hanging out in time. He'll be joining us once he unfreezes. Well, I can hear you. I'm assuming everybody can hear you.
Maybe they can.
Yeah, okay. We're going to go ahead and assume that they can hear you until we are told otherwise. So thank you all for being here. Maybe and you've just been, maybe you're just an AI, and finally the jig is up. We've been discovered. Oh, there he goes. Well, okay. Anyway. We are here, day 7, final day of ProBots. We have got 2 more bots to eliminate, right? Or 1 more bot. Wait.
2, 3.
1 more bot.
4.
I'm sorry. No, yeah, 2 more bots. 3
7.
bots. Oh my gosh, we have 3 bots to eliminate.
Endersword,
we need to get this together. We are eliminating 3 bots. Yeah. We need to get ready because that's
we're eliminating 2 losers and then 1 winner of the losers.
Isn't that just the last loser though? They're all still losers.
The final loser.
The final loser.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's going to be a great day of games, and I'm sure production will quit distracting me any moment now.
Maybe.
I'm easily distracted today. I'm going to warn you all that now. I'm very easily distracted. It's a nice day out, though. Summer, so it's a beautiful summer day, or spring day, almost summer. I've got my garden already started, and now I'm about to watch some bots duke it out for their last chance to get into the grand finals here. And we've got a TVT to start things off. Who'd you vote for? Who do you think's going to win Ketroc, Dominiondog? We've got our poll in the chat. You can vote who you want to win, by the way.
I don't know. Dominiondog sounded confident.
We did talk to authors of Dominiondog last week on PostBots, which we also have our last episode tomorrow night of PostBots for the Crown Club. We'll talk more about that. But yeah, he did sound very confident in their abilities. They both sounded very, very confident.
I think it was revealed. I think it's somewhat situational, but it sounds like Ketroc is having an issue where it is basically not properly identifying who it's playing against, and the other bots seem to be. So Ketroc is essentially going to do random builds. And
random builds.
Yeah, Dominiondog kind of feels if that's the case, then they may have the edge.
Yeah, so this one is going to be a bit of a dice roll then, by the looks of it, and we'll just kind of see how it pans out. Yeah. SharpenedEdge versus Zoe, I think, is also going to be good. I've been seeing a little bit of doubt about SharpenedEdge, but I think he has been playing phenomenally, and I think that he could actually upset and beat Zoe.
It's possible.
It's possible.
There's got to be something crisp plans.
Something sharp, something perhaps. Something to slice his opponent in half.
Exactly.
All right, and the winner of those, whoever wins those 2 matches, will then go up against each other to vie for that last spot. The top 3 are for our grand finals, which again is next Saturday. Make sure you write that down. Bookmark it right now. Endersword, put it in your calendar.
Oh, okay.
The 7th. That is the 7th of May at same time. Or no, we start earlier. That'll be at noon-ish. Noonish Eastern. Yeah, noon Eastern. Anyway, join the forum. Check out, all the links are below us so you can know what the heck is going on here, because we don't even know what the heck's going on half the time. I just make it up and we just roll with it. That's how we do. And then you played against D-Star.
I did.
You are human.
I
That
am a
is you.
human. I am a
You are a
human.
human. So
I'm
yeah, and
also I'm
D-Star is our
also
bot.
not a Zerg, but I gave my. Well, we'll see.
Gave it your
See
best
how it
Zerg
goes.
go.
Yeah.
Can you give us a sneak peek? So yeah, in case you tell us first about D-Star, in case anybody isn't familiar.
D-Star is basically a bot that has been um, made by Ionsu, the Chinese Zerg player that used to be a StarCraft 2 pro. He's basically works for a company that does AI stuff, and so he has made an AI machine learning bot, so not dissimilar to AlphaStar in a lot of ways. And yeah, you can basically just download it, run it, play against it. It is set up to play against humans. It knows a bunch of builds, and I think it just kind of picks them randomly. They all appear to be very aggressive builds. But yeah, I think you put similar limitations on it to Alpha Star, where it behaves in a fairly human-like way. So I think you'll kind of see that, like almost human-ish decision making, at least, and unit control and stuff like that. So
Yeah, a little bit different
yeah,
from what we see our bots do, where
yeah.
you can tell, oh, that is a bot. He's moving each unit individually,
Yeah, I
kind of
think it's
thing.
limited. I don't know exactly what it's limited to, but it looked like it was like playing at
Looks a
about
lot more human.
four or 500 APM, not like the 15,000 that we have.
Yeah.
So
Very cool. Well, we're going to be checking that out at the end of the stream, so make sure y'all stick around for that. And again, submissions will be open very soon. You will hopefully very soon this week or this weekend be able to download the client to play against the bots yourself. We should have a good handful of bots able to play against this season if all goes well. 7 bots, I'm being told.
ooh,
Wow, that is
goodness,
record breaking. We're going to be here all day watching. We might need to do a special bot versus human segment with that many. That's a lot of bots. Kaywin, yeah, big shout out to Kaywin, our guy in the background, working real hard, making sure this is all working. And to everybody this season, our authors, our production, great job, all of you. This has just been an incredible season 1, and I am super excited to see our grand finals next week. But first, we do have to go through today. We've got to toss a few more bots in the scrap pile, and I think we're about ready. Did we take a look at our stats? So yeah, let's talk about our first matchup. Terran versus Terran, Dominiondog versus Ketroc. Now, I'm sure you're all relatively familiar with these bots if you've been around for a while. I see we got a couple maybe some new people joining us today. So thank you all for tuning in here. Hopefully you enjoy. Yes, this is artificial intelligence bots. They're all scripted for the most part and in various programming languages, and they fight against each other, just much like humans do in StarCraft. But they can do a lot more cool things than I think they do, like speed mining. And some of the drop micro
yeah,
I've seen is awesome. Now, Dominiondog does a little bit of drop micro, doesn't he?
yes,
He
does
does some
incorporate
drops,
that
right?
in. Yeah, it basically does drops almost to kind of distract for a main push
Mm-hmm.
or something, and can get some damage done with that. And seems to have some decision making in it as well. There's a number of bots I think in the past we've seen drop, but like it's kind of once they load them up, they're like hell bent on exactly what they want it to do. We've
Mm-hmm.
seen Dominiondog like abort the drop or drop in a different place or like stuff like that. So
Well, do you
it's
think he
pretty
has a
good.
chance against Ketroc? Ketroc's a little harder to drop with
Yeah,
planetaries and things like that. His defenses are solid. He's one of our most defensive bots, I think.
yeah, I think so because he's trying to get to late game
Yeah,
fairly often. It's Ketroc I've always described as probably our most patient bot.
he's
That
very patient.
yeah, he's not only trying to like survive to later, but when he eventually pushes, it's this slow push that yeah, just kind of slowly smothers and takes over.
Yeah. Let's see though. Dominiondog has been hitting with some pretty early Banshee play against Terrans, so maybe he can sneak in before Ketroc can get up turrets or something. And with Ketroc potentially choosing random builds,
Yeah,
this again is going to be really hard to predict. Banshees could work well; they could get shut down immediately. We don't know.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
let's see.
I don't know for sure. Yeah, exactly how these two are going to interact. I think a lot of
It's
it
going to be
will
good.
come to the fairly early game. Um, Again, if you get past 10 minutes, I think it starts to go in Ketroc's favor more and more. But let's see how it.
I'm still hoping for the nuke build, and since it's
Yeah,
all if they're being randomly chosen, that means I probably have a better chance because I think they're supposed to only be used really against Zerg, right? So
Yeah, I think
maybe
so.
I'll get
They
lucky
should
and I'll
do
see some nukes today. Okay,
Mm.
we'll see. Ooh, what is this? Okay, the
There's a
tournament is
format.
double elimination best. Ooh, this is a new
Yeah,
little thing. Look at this. So this
exactly.
is for our normal tournament and then our best of 7 finals. So that'll be again next Saturday. But we will start with basically the third place match right before that. Oh no, I'm sorry. So we start
Well,
actually with our upper bracket gets
yeah,
the loser that gets knocked down. Then we have our third place match. Whoever wins that then goes up against our winner. If that bot, bot has a 1 game advantage. Whoever
yeah,
stays in that upper bracket. So I can't read the rest of it because it just went more. But
exactly. Then this last part was that the top 8 bots were invited to the Humans versus ProBots exhibition,
there we go.
which we always make part of it. And so I think more bots are accessible this year, which is
I
great.
think Cryptius,
Yeah,
right,
did he
from
complete?
the
Yeah,
AI Arena Net has he been working on
uh-huh. I
the
think
client?
so. I don't
Yeah,
know where it's standing right now, but I guess if we're saying that, then I think it's ready. So
yeah.
I don't know.
It seems
Yeah,
that way. We have 7 bots. They're ready to go. So yeah, again, make sure you join the forum or check out our Discord. You can get a link to play these bots very soon, most likely this weekend. So get your games in. Get us those replays. We want to check out as many of these games as possible. And if you're playing it for the first time, just play it. Send us that replay. That's what we want to see. We want to see where you're not cheesing it because you know it's going to do this or that. And there's a lot of bots to play against, so you honestly won't have time to learn. I think all these bots at this point. If you just go play them all and send us your best replay, you should have a lot of fun. Should be good. All right, Endersword, it is time.
it is indeed.
Our first
Let's
elimination.
get into it.
Let's do it. Our first TVT, a best of 3. These bots fighting it out. Their last life here on day 7 of ProBots. Ketroc versus Dominiondog. Let's go.
Ketrocs.
Ketroc.
Vidolinas.
That's loud.
Dominiondog.
All right, the music was hella loud for me. Hopefully it's not too loud. Let us know how everything looks in the chat. Let us know how you're all doing. Thank you all again for being here for this final day of our normal season, and we look forward to seeing you all next week for our Humans vs. Bots and our grand finals. It's going to be awesome. This is going to be such a good finals this year. I haven't gotten very many ace matches, and that's how I know.
No, that is true.
They're all going to come on the final day. I feel it.
Yeah, there have been a dearth of them, but oh well. Oh well. We're still getting good games. The lack of a third game does not indicate a bad first 2 games, as we saw this season.
Oh, absolutely. We have had some very close matches. I mean, yeah, Dominiondog has given us some of the closer ones, I'd say, this season too. So that's why I'm really excited for this one, and we'll see. So, hey, so far though, looking good. No bots cheesing each other. We're just gonna get a macro TVT. Not a bad way to start. I'm okay with this.
Just very, very polite bots so far.
Yeah, we'll give it some time. Ketroc, known for his BM as he dominates the map, but we'll see if it gets to that point. I don't think Dominiondog's gonna let him get to the BM stage. Ooh, turret's coming up. Okay, so it's actually a good thing Dominiondog didn't go Banshees and is instead going for an incredibly early third command center. Does Dominiondog maybe he's taking notes from Zoe or Eris and just expand 3 times? That's fine. Is that 3 times before barracks as well?
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like 3 hatch pool there.
It's yeah, it's not necessarily what I expected there, but
actually it makes sense though.
Yeah, it does make a lot of sense.
Because Dominiondog knows he's up against Ketroc, I'm assuming. We do use bot ID for these games, so Ketroc known for being a little bit more passive in the early game. I guess we'll see if it pays off. There's already a little bit coming out, though. Ketroc has a marine and a factory on the way. So Ketroc's tech is going to be way ahead of Dominion Dogs. Way ahead.
Yeah. Which I think is something that probably Dominiondog is conceding for the increased economy and potentially production. So I guess the question is he going to use this as a launching pad for like a strong 3-base push to try and catch Ketroc before it goes late game? Or is he trying to take advantage of this and get to like 5 bases and just get a crazy economy before it goes to Ketroc late game?
I get seasick watching that.
Yeah.
That was fun. No, it's I think it's a good strategy. I really like this. Because Dominiondog should be able to get the defenses up of his own before Ketroc, gets a Banshee or anything across. There's an engineering bay already on the way. Now a factory as well about to finish up. So actually Dominiondog not as far behind as I thought he might be, as far as tech goes. And yeah, Starport even coming down. So it's like boom, 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 just a little bit later, but they're all coming down now, and Dominiondog should be able to catch up tech-wise pretty easily at this point.
Yeah, pretty much. You can catch up quick when you're deciding to not really make units, and just kind of invest early in the economy and then go right into the tech, but not really defend yourself. And I think he kind of knows, like you said, against Ketroc, this is relatively safe to do.
Now, I've been watching old StarCraft games all week, and I keep forgetting how fast the game is now compared to how it used to be. We're at 4 minutes, and Dominiondog's already 3 base, Viking production, Cyclone productions, 2 starports. Or no, that's a Ketroc with the Cyclone. Sorry, man. We gotta switch the colors. I guess that's not possible. Why would the game do that? Where they put Ketroc on top and Dominiondog's on bottom, but Ketroc's on bottom. It's like, come on. The game can't figure that out.
Doesn't know.
Come on,
doesn't know.
Anyway, it breaks my human brain. These bots, though, have no such trouble. They're much smarter than I. And I like the Cyclones. I've really been, I've been really waiting to see them shine again. We saw last season, I think they did quite a bit and were fun. But this season, they haven't really had their wow, look at Cyclones go moment. And I'm kind of hoping for that. We might still see that.
Yeah, exactly. They're a pretty good, like they're a pretty good unit. I guess what we haven't seen a lot of it, which we have in past seasons, is times where the Cyclones are just really pulling apart large armies in the middle of the map. Like
and they can individually micro and
we haven't seen as much of that lately. But I think there's been a tendency, I think, this season to have a lot of the fighting happen at one person's base or another, and less of it being center map struggles.
That's a good point. Yeah, I hadn't really noticed that.
And it was often that stuff that led to those like longer, slower games, and we haven't gotten as much of that.
Well, we'll see. Maybe we'll get some positional battles here, some fights over the map. This is a pretty big map, Berlingrad. So definitely a lot of potential, I think, for the Cyclones to kite and to help out a lot. Ketroc is getting Cloak Banshees as well. I like this composition a lot.
And
but
we've got Thors coming for.
Yeah, I was gonna say, will the Thors they defend?
Well Rotor Speed and some Vikings.
Wait,
so that'll be interesting. I guess he wants to come up with something that's going to be like a stable army. Versus this kind of hit and run style army that Ketroc's going to have. So let's see how well he can defend this first attack that's going to come across. The army supplies are relatively even. But here's the first lock-ons.
You like the Thor for defense? I don't know how I feel about it. It's just going to die really quickly to the Cyclones, right?
Kind of. But, yeah, I don't know. It's good against the air units, obviously.
Yeah, that's true.
And I don't know how well the Cyclones do it. If they all lock on it, then yeah. But they also maybe all draw the fire to it.
Viking could have gotten him there.
And you can just see there, too, once a Thor is in range, it's just bam, bam, Cyclone.
That's true. Thor does have a ton of range. So
yeah, you can kite it, but when you're trying to deal with all the other things, maybe you can't. So, yeah.
I love how Dominiondog's Banshee is. I'll chase him for you. I'll tell you where he is.
Yeah.
That's good. That was a great engagement. Dominiondog actually managed to kill some of Ketroc's Vikings. I think maybe just one or two, but That's still
Yeah, it's a
impressive.
good start. It's a
Ketroc's
good
really
start. He
good at
definitely took the
pulling back.
advantage there. He's going to catch this other Viking out as well.
Oh boy, man, this is really going to screw up my fantasy bracket if Ketroc's not in the top 3. I had him going almost all the way there. Oh wow, gets the Banshee. Nice turret. So far, Dominiondog is absolutely crushing it. He is up in economy, up in workers. I guess that early third base has really paid off. He was just able to explode after securing all that. And the
Yeah,
Thor's
well-
doing better than I thought they would. I thought the Cyclones
Yeah.
might be able to get a good lock on and just, crush it.
Yeah, I think you need to like isolate it to be able to do that.
Yeah.
Like I've said it's I think true in a lot of these bot games that the bots do really well when there's an anchor to their army. So whether it's Thors or whether it's battle cruisers or Tempests or something like that's just beefy,
Yeah.
it seems to do a really good job of like rallying around that unit and using it for stability. Because I find without that beefy central thing, you end up with the army that just kind of attacks, retreats, scatters, whatever. And having that single stable thing that draws fire creates a more like it lets you take a position that you can actually hold instead of this skirmishing.
Yeah, so you can actually stand your ground and,
Yeah.
and take that. Okay, that makes sense. Oh man, these Banshees are having a rough time finding an opening. Oh,
Yeah.
I hear myself all of
Boom.
a sudden. Am I echoing?
No, well, you're good to me.
Oh,
But,
there's something
yeah,
happening.
there's Thor's getting some pot shots on a Banshee there as well. And a Banshee trying to find some midair here.
I love the boosters on his
Yeah.
Banshees because they're moving so fast. It's just a blur of fire. Now, how many these Banshees really have not done as much as they usually do
Yeah.
for Ketroc. Dominiondog's Banshee defense is just solid. There's Vikings seem to be always right there, ready to push it away and clean it up, or at least chase it down. So yeah, Ketroc
Yeah,
having
I like
okay, you got 7 kills actually. As I say that, I guess.
Yeah, he
I'm a
did
little
pick
wrong.
up a lot, but given that he's lost like 4 of them or so, it's they've done okay, but yeah, they're not.
It's 7 workers when they have
Yeah.
80 still worth it, and
Yeah.
Ketroc with actually 90 workers right now.
Yeah.
That is incredibly high worker count. It's interesting.
And here comes the army, and Ketroc just doesn't have anything comparable here at the moment. Let's see how well the planetary holds up, but he's just kind of crushing in here.
Yeah,
And
the
the
planetaries.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
Thor
Thors
is
are going to save the
accompanied by
day.
Marines
They're
on
gonna
this. The
kill it. Oh,
SCVs die immediately, and yeah,
That was
And
good
he just
splitting by the
overruns.
Marines, and Ketroc even he upgraded just this season, I think, his
Yeah.
planetaries to target more effectively, so they deal
yeah,
maximum splash damage. But yeah, the Marines just split effectively and didn't care. Nice crushing. It looks like Dominiondog
yeah.
is going to take this here. There's just no more army really for Ketroc. There's planetaries, but I don't know. They can't hold against this many Thors. I mean, all the Thors can't even get in here to fire, but does it matter?
Yeah, he may
Oh,
he
actually,
may
he might
ultimately
say that.
hold this
Nah, he won't.
push, but it's kind of like too late.
There's
Yeah,
nothing now to defend the north bases.
Yeah,
Absolutely nothing.
yeah.
I think, yeah.
But
they
this is exactly what I mean by the backbone, like having the staying power of the Thors. Like now the Marines have bled off and
yeah,
whatever, but you've got something left there to fight. We've seen in the past few weeks where
yeah.
you've had, I think it was even Phantombot that had made the really nice push, and then lost all the Marines. And the thing is, then what you've got left is like a bunch of tanks and Vikings, and they can't stay and fight. But like 4 Thors can. 4 Thors is an army.
Yeah.
So I think that sort of thing, like you got something that is still functional when your cloud cover is gone, and then you reinforce in a similar group, and yeah, it's working out very nice.
Oh yeah, they're doing well. Ketroc is really air heavy right now, so the Thors are just pushing that back.
Yeah.
There's nothing to really deal with that other than the Cyclones, but then the Marines come forward to push the Cyclones back. The Cyclones did have a cool moment just a minute ago. Did you see him on the ramp killing those Thors?
Yeah.
Picking them off?
Yeah.
That kind of like
Yeah,
you
they
have
can.
to isolate them.
Yeah.
Pick 'em off,
If you can isolate them, definitely they can't chase you down or anything. But yeah, it's having the other things in front of it. It's hard to do it.
Well, and if you look at the upgrades too, yeah, Ketroc really prioritizing air. I think that's air attack, right? Yeah,
Yep.
and air armor. He's got 2/2. So if he could just get enough Banshees out and Cyclones out, in theory, he could out micro the Marines with the Banshees, right?
Yeah.
And then Cyclones. Here we go. Another Cyclone's going to get a kill here. They do a
Be able
lot
to
of
rebuild
damage
that.
against the Thorns. Oh, here we go. Another Cyclone could get that kill really easily. Where's the lock on? There it is. Boom. Okay. Well,
Boom down.
Ketroc's still alive, but just barely.
Yeah, he's lost the bases here on the top. He's got a few on the periphery, but they're not really gonna be able to contribute much. It's down to the main base production.
Yeah, and it's just not enough. Well, there's just not enough bases anymore. Ketroc really hurting for money. Does Dominiondog even know about those 2 bases in the top right?
May not at this point. I don't think he's gone up there.
I mean, he doesn't
But
really
it's,
need to.
yeah,
Yeah, he
it's
could just
a
push
bit
in the main
irrelevant.
and win.
Yeah.
What are you
Yeah, no.
doing in muscle? I gotta go watch Shrek again. That's a good movie.
So it's a good movie.
I like it. I thought it was a good
Yep.
movie. I want to watch Austin Powers again too. That's also a good Mike Myers movie.
Also definitely good. See if it holds up.
Yeah, that's true. I haven't watched it in a long time.
Yeah. But
All right.
yeah, so
One.
the collapse of the lower base, it's just going to be a matter of getting into this main, taking out the remaining production and kind of ending it. And
yeah,
eventually he'll find these things up at the top.
The Banshees are on fire. Everything's burning down. Dominiondog
Very-
will secure game 1 here. Yeah, there's
Very
definitely
important,
no way for
engineering bay
Ketroc.
there.
Yeah.
I bet that's there to allow the continued production of the planetary.
That's an
fleet.
interesting place. I wonder how that
Yeah.
ended up there. Well, because he probably lost.
Yeah,
I'm assuming lost one in his natural or mate wherever it was,
yeah.
and then was like, "Oh, I got to put one somewhere," and just somehow ended up there. And yeah, no,
Yeah.
these bots. Somebody asked earlier too. I forgot to respond. These bots have not been updated this week. They were updated last or 2 weeks. Wait, when was the last update?
Yeah,
It was
2
for last
weeks-
week,
2
right?
weeks
Yeah.
ago, right? Yeah.
Or 2 weeks ago. Anyway, they are on the same update that they were last week, and they will be on the same update next week for our grand finals. So the last 3 rounds are always just whatever you got. You got to do good. And Dominiondog looking real good. We'll take game 1 against Ketroc. I'm telling you, Ketroc needs to go nukes, and that will make
will
sure
fix
he
everything.
ensure his victory. Ensure his round top 3. But no, good job. Dominiondog is looking so strong. Again, check out Postbots if you're in the Crown Club. Last week we had authors of Dominiondog, Fidelina and Underdog, one of our team bot makers. So very cool stuff. And we're doing Postbots again tomorrow for our Crown Club, our final episode. Who knows what game we'll do? We've been playing fun little games.
Yes.
And we'll get into some shenanigans, I'm sure.
We should play that 25 grid game.
The which
for
one?
sure. The game I was playing on stream like the other week, where you have to guess the letter and the number.
Oh yeah, that was a
We
good one.
can make
actually.
you can make a StarCraft version. of
StarCraft
it,
version.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, we
where
got a
the
week.
clues are like, in this row is this unit, or whatever. You could do like in this row are all fire-based units or something like that.
What are all the what do you class? Would a Ravager be a fire based? Bile.
no,
That's kind of
probably not.
It's not fire.
It's
correct.
fire looking, but it's bile.
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
Isn't it orange when it comes down? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. It is. You could do projectile based,
Yeah.
or whatever it is.
But anyway, check it out if you're in the Crown Club. Thank you all for being in the Crown Club. With your support, we've been able to make this stream better and better every season, and this has definitely been one of our best seasons to date. And yeah, that's about all I got to say. Can we do a Crown Club shout out real quick in between games, since we've got everybody here, and we just got a cool little Thor cheer there. Somebody's loving the Thor.
Ooh.
Michael, thank you so much.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you all for being here. Is that production? Can you do it? Can you run it? Is that a thing? We like him.
Yes.
Savelas. We like him.
Yes.
He's one of our bot authors. But yeah, shout out as well to Michael Holton And to all the Crown Club, you are all super, super awesome. I'm hoping we open this game. Oh, it's ready. We're ready. Game 2. Ketroc versus Dominiondog. Let's go. One side of what thing?
Ketrocs.
Oh, I got it. Okay, thanks. I was... Whatever.
Mute us.
Midolinas.
Dominiondog.
For production to mute us if you don't like it.
Yeah, I don't. Okay.
We're here to talk. You're gonna hear us talk.
That's it. It's easy. It's better if I fix it. So if I
You
have to
missed
talk to fix it,
Exactly.
I was like watching the last game in this little picture-in-picture box.
Ooh,
So now
we
I
got something
fixed it.
cheeky going on here. But yeah, if you missed the intros, if you don't like us talking over,
Yeah.
go to the first one. We didn't talk over that. You can just go back
It's
to
true.
game 1.
It's true.
It'll
Yeah,
be fine.
just
You'll
watch
get-
it. You'll get the sense of it.
the
Same
same.
introductions. Yeah.
All right.
That's
What is it? What the hell's going on here? Oh, okay. I thought he was cheese. I thought I was looking at the wrong. I thought he was on the other side of the map with this. This is to block the Reapers. This is a good map to do this on. Curious Minds has that annoying little Reaper path. Ugh, Reapers. Pesky little buggers.
Indeed. Indeed it is. So what's he going to do this time? Are we going to get explosive macro yet again?
I think
looks
for
like it.
Dominiondog. I
Yeah, for
think.
Dominiondog. Because he's,
Oh,
again,
yeah,
not
absolutely.
taking gas, not starting a barracks yet.
Oh yeah, no, he's absolutely going to go 3 bases again. I think I see the SCV already making its way downtown to do so. Bloop, there it is. Making his way downtown. All right, Ketroc is going to go Ghosts this time. I'm calling. He that's one of his new builds. He did the Ghost Hellbat, right?
Yeah, it'd be
Come
good.
on, Ghosts.
Maybe.
Come on, Ghosts. I'm at the casino, putting all my money on Ghosts.
Mhm.
Roll the dice. That's where we should do our ProBots finals one year at the casino.
At the casino? Okay.
Why not?
Deal.
That would be
hmm
awesome.
With what casino?
I don't care.
Yeah,
Any
we'll
casino.
go up. Go to a
Any
few.
casino I can win money at. That's fine.
Okay. Deal.
And with good food. It's got to. I like casinos with good
We
food.
should just go to Vegas and do it at the esports arena on the strip.
Yeah. There you go.
Makes sense. I think it's just south of the Luxor.
How about when we hit 500 Crown Club members,
Okay.
we will do that.
All right. So
That seems like a good, reasonable number to be
I
able to
think
afford
so.
that.
So if 470 of you watching right now can sub, then I think that would really help us out.
Hey man, you got to set a goal somewhere.
You do. That's it. It's not the most ridiculous goal I've seen on people's streams.
Oh
Like-
yeah, no, that's lunch money
people-
compared to
yeah.
some things.
That's it. Not even, but just the reasoning. Even like people will put stuff up like new sneakers or something like that.
Well,
Or like,
I mean, isn't
yeah.
that the whole point of like
I
personal
guess
streaming and
it's just
stuff?
for
And
money. Yeah,
yeah, it's
Which
a
is
job. You're making
fine.
money.
I know.
That's the whole-
It's hard to do it at one sub at a time. Why can't people just go on Miska's show and cheat?
Yeah, there you
50K
go.
a pop.
Button done. You could buy
Do it.
tons of shoes with that.
Truth.
I actually need to
Sure.
get some new shoes. My shoes are worn. I've been walking. I just got a new dog a few weeks ago, about a month ago.
Ooh,
My shoes are killing my back. I need to get some nice. I've got
Yeah.
big arches, so
I
I've got to
should
get
do.
the.
Yeah, I
arch
should do some
support.
fresh ones too. I need new sneakers, but I also need new dress shoes because my rabbits ate them.
Oh, gee, man, they've been eating everything. They ate your
Yeah.
VR cable, now your dress shoes.
Yeah,
Can't have anything nice.
Anything on the floor that they're ruining.
Well,
Um,
where shoes go, I don't know what to tell you.
happens.
You have to get one of those fancy shoe racks
I do.
for your closet.
So they'll figure it out. So yeah, Ketroc in like a more defensive position here with the bunker up front. Dominiondog obviously going for a similar style of thing with the Ketroc Banshees and Cloak underway. And
But
we'll
now
see if we
turrets
can
are
get
already done
more
for
done.
Dominiondog, so
Yeah.
I don't think they will.
Yeah, I kind of don't think it's going to get a whole lot more done anyway, but you never know. Like it only takes like coming in on one angle and kind of finding an empty spot.
Is there an angle though? Look at both of them
Yeah, I
actually
know.
have have
pretty
like
tough.
the same turret. I love that, the 2 turrets towards the gas.
Yeah.
Ketroc does the same thing. You get a lot more coverage that way.
I find where they do best, and it was true of the one that like did fairly well in the game before, is you do it in between the bases, not really at them. You kind of catch the SCVs that are transferring, that are building, that are like doing something outside the mineral lines, or you could stop something like this from going down. So there's a Banshee swinging in here. If he kind of pulls off to take this out, and bam, that's a pretty good door.
Right. Yeah. This is good. Yeah, this is already a great start for the Banshee. I'll take it. And we'll be able to kite against these Marines for a little bit. They don't have stim or anything, or even combat shield. So,
and
just gonna get out of there.
Finishes there. Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Right,
very good. Turns back around. He really wants this base. Yeah. That will need to be canceled, or yeah, there it is.
If he knew to kind of stick there and wait for the next SCV coming and the next SCV coming, which we know bots
he might
to do.
He might get it. Wait, where's the SCV? Oh no, it wasn't in time. He did go there.
You get another one transferring. Like this is, I think, where to me that's the sweet spot. That's where you actually end up picking up the workers.
Is when they're on that rally going over to the fourth. Yeah, because they just get we see that it's that one tracked mine where it's like, oh, need to send an SCV to build. Oh, that one died. Okay, send another one to build. Oh, that one died. Send another one to build.
Yeah,
we see that a lot. Oh, thankfully for Ketroc, there's no Ravens out for Dominion, or Vikings out for Dominiondog, and that Banshee will get away for now. Nicely done. How many kills did that end up getting? Like 5, 6?
It's 5, but I think again the impact is outsized to that because it
delaying that fourth.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really big, especially with how much further behind Ketroc is with his bases. Is actually going to finish his 3rd and has a 4th floating out. So, actually, as I say that, things are just dead even, almost economically.
If that lets him kind of catch up here a bit.
Well, base-wise, he's down on workers, but should be able to catch up. Should be able to.
That happens, and there's the
first. Wow, Thor's already. Look at that. I want to drive a Thor so bad. That'd be the coolest thing.
It would be cool. I want
that's what we need.
Odin from the campaign though.
Because don't they have like Mech Warrior in VR? Why not just get a Thor skin for that? You could just mod it and be a Thor.
That would be pretty sweet.
That would be cool. A little VR Thor action. All right, well, we're gonna have a little lull, the TVT lull. Ketroc with his Viking ball there. How many? Let's play a guessing game. Don't click on them yet. Everybody guess. Let me know in chat. How many Vikings do you think are in the ball of Vikings?
I think there are.
How many do you think, Endersword?
I think there are 7.
You think there's 7? I think there's 9. All right, let us know in chat what you think.
I don't know.
Let's take a look. How many laddie or whoever's observing the game these days? Let us see
the trick is one of those is a Raven, but
yeah, exactly. It's throwing you off a little bit.
It's deceptive, but I think 7.
You think 7?
Can we find out the answer? I don't know.
We got before more Vikings show up. Oh, one showed up. That one doesn't count. So whatever it is, -1. Wait, are we not going to see now? You're killing me. What's happening? Show me how many Vikings. Click them. Now we got to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8, 9. So it was
8.
It was originally 8 then. Yeah.
Very close. How many Vikings? Oh, they were doing a poll there. How many Vikings? Yes or no?
No. Maybe.
Very
Vikings.
nice. Very nice. All right, close. Kristev and Blotz, you were the closest there. You win something. Dreck will send you your prize through the mail. It is an egg salad sandwich. Congratulations.
Ooh.
All right, here we are. Ketroc getting more bases. Dominiondog being a lot more passive, it feels like. I wasn't Dominiondog pushing out with 3 Thors at this? Oh, wait, maybe here it is. Nope.
I think he was,
maybe.
yeah.
But
you're right. He was a lot. Well, there was just a whole lot more aggression in general. There was more banshees that went across. It was more economical this time.
Maybe that's what I thought.
Getting caught out. Yeah. But like this little backstab almost with the one Viking distraction as the tanks get in position.
That is actually really nice. Ketroc with the tanks this time around could really, really help against the Thors if he can start getting some big volleys.
Sight blocker.
Oh, but they're
guys.
unsieging.
Yeah.
What are they doing?
Yeah.
They
It's
kept
because of the
unsieging.
sight blocker that was in the middle.
Oh,
And
damn.
he moved his Vikings back and couldn't see it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Because
Oh,
that
I
was
thought-
such a beautiful position. And
Yeah.
then his Vikings got pulled back and he couldn't see over. So then the tanks all
no.
went siege thinking, oh, there's nobody here.
Oh,
And, yeah,
no.
that's such a shame because that was like a perfect setup.
That was a perfect position there. Okay, there's going to be one more tank on the high ground, but the power of it all has really just been taken away here from Ketroc. And he's got his Air Force again, but against this many Thors, air dominance doesn't really matter, I feel like. Vikings, yeah, they'll be able to kill the 2 wounded ones of Dominion dogs, but here come the Thors, baby. See what you can do to hold them. There is no prize. Contrary to the statements made, yes. The views of our casters are not necessarily reflect. What's that disclaimer? Where this
Not reflective
organization
of this,
does not,
this
does not
station or its
condone.
sister networks or something.
Basically, they don't condone the
yeah.
shit we say.
Exactly.
So just ignore it half the time. Anyway, Thors are crushing in. That base is dead. Ketroc is getting absolutely gutted, and I think Ketroc's out in our final day of ProBots here. I thought he was making it to the top 3. He's been in the top 3 for the past like 4 seasons. Or something,
Yeah.
Right?
Indeed.
Dominiondog coming in. The Dominion has come from Earth, and they are bringing this quadrant under their control.
Exactly. I give most credit to Underdog.
Oh yeah,
This
was all. We all know this is
clearly the Thors were her idea.
Wasn't she was the one pushing the Thors, right?
So. Yeah, I think so.
I forget off the top of my head.
That's the way I recall.
Or was it the Banshees? One of them wanted the Banshee. Oh, was it Fidelina wanted the Banshee? She wanted the Underdog wanted the Thors, right?
Yeah. So the Thors have it.
Yeah.
And it's something I find I think it made a big difference in this game, but the sight blockers on like maps are, for a large extent, like decoration on a lot of them, and they don't really impact, like they don't turn whole games usually.
Typically,
we see constantly that for our bots, the sight blockers make huge swings in the game.
This season specifically.
It's been weird. It's just that for people, it's just that you can't see, and so you got to move your army or get sight or something. For the AI, they literally just forget those units exist. So it's just
as a human, you would just be like, "Oh, I'm not gonna. I know stuff's there, so I'm just gonna leave it."
So I'm not gonna do this. But we constantly see like units chasing something, and it goes through the sight blocker, and they just stop. And we've seen that like lead to it ignoring the fact that there's like 6 Reapers being proxied on the other side or whatever.
So do you know congratulations, Dominiondog takes down the final base there, and Dominiondog will move on to fight in his last chance to get into the grand finals here. His opponent will be either Zoe or SharpenedEdge, which is our next matchup coming up. Ketroc, you had a good run, but your bot's going in the scrap pile till next season. And I have no doubt we'll see Ketroc next season. He's number 2 on the ladder.
We'll figure out whatever the user ID thing is, because I think that's a large extent.
Yeah, that was a big part of this for sure. I bet.
Yeah, couldn't quite code something.
He's actually Ketroc is number 3 on the AIArena.net ladder. Micro Machine back up to number 2 there.
Ooh.
I think Ketroc was number 2 for a little while. Era's still at number 1. Zoe at number 4. Anyway, we do have coming up next Zoe versus SharpenedEdge. This should be a good matchup as well. What was I was just gonna say? Oh yeah. So do you know much about the limitations, I guess, of the bot's memory? Why do we see so many bots just? Oh, I don't see it. It doesn't exist. Why haven't we had bots that remember? Oh, they have so and so units. Why can't they remember? Oh, this is where they were. Is that just a little too out of reach?
That's a bit, the where they were, I think, is a little tougher. I think there are some that have described like that there's a bit of a buffer, or you remember something about it, or you count kind of what you've seen. I think some people have said like units actually have it like a unique ID. So when you see like just 8 stalkers, like if you see 8 stalkers pop into existence one at a time, you know if it's the same one or 8 of them. Like, if they
That's a
just
good
all
point.
walk by. So I think there were some that kind of keep track of that, but I think that's probably really hard to then coordinate with like where they were as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think it's just kind of difficult that like, and it's true of a lot of kind of how this sort of thing works too, is you take a look at the state of the game and then you respond to that state.
Mhm.
If you then have information that's kind of like fuzzy or hidden, it's harder to like respond to that as a static state or something. Yeah, you just have to try and code in like I saw them and they were here specifically, and therefore don't go up there. Like, I think it just gets very complicated very quick. Whereas kind of counting like, okay, they seem to have like 80 supply, I can keep that as a piece of information and say, well, then don't attack. But they have 80 supply and 20 of it is over here behind a site blocker is pretty rough, I think.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Well, we're gonna talk a little bit more about that. I think we should talk more about that tomorrow in Postbots. If any of our bot authors are able to come join and talk with us, you're able to come live in the Discord and check it out if you're in the Crown Club. I think a good portion of our bot authors are Crown Club members. I don't know, actually. Anyway, thank you all for being here. We've got our next matchup coming up, and next week, actually, yeah, tomorrow we'll have Drex Sama as our guest for Postbots for our final episode. The legendary Drex Sama. Will he show his face, or will he just show up as his AI persona? Is he even real? Maybe he's just an AI.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I bet he's an AI without eyebrows.
Without eyebrows. Oh, definitely.
Yeah, and I think what what they're saying in chat here of like, yeah, it can be. That's a good point. Hallucinations can be dangerous if you're trying to remember where stuff is, because if you see a bunch of hallucinations, they'll go away when you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
But then you still think that exists if you're not clearing it out. And then the other thing of like, yeah, you'll know that something exists, but it's hard to be like, I know it exists and it was just over there. That's
well, you got to do the calculations. Okay, I saw this unit here. It can move at this speed, so after 5 seconds, it could be within this radius. And
I think, yeah, there's all this stuff. Yeah. Like when the whole thing was first like announced that Google was going to do it, that's kind of where my mind went. Was like, shouldn't the AI be scouting and do things that kind of the way humans do? Which is, I would scout an opponent and then click on their gases and minerals to see like how much they've mined, and then I can look at what they've built and say, okay, he can't go DT because he already spent too much gas on this, so it's going to be a minute later. And that's how we think. And I thought that they would be able to do that perfectly and keep track of just every mineral and every gas to know all the possibilities. But that's very complicated, and that's not how it works.
Yeah. Well, and even humans are just guessing. We can assume, and our assumptions are a lot more accurate in this scenario, I would imagine, than the bot trying to guess. But yeah, that's crazy. That's a lot to think about. All right. Well, we got our last match getting ready to go. Zoe versus SharpenedEdge. Get your poll vote in who you want to win. Now, both these bots were updated in the last update. Just a couple little fixes though. Nothing big. Zoe just plays a strong, solid macro, gets absolutely everything, can defend just about everything, is just so strong. And SharpenedEdge will need to, I think SharpenedEdge will need to bring something a little special here against Zoe. So we'll see. He does a nice Adept harass. Maybe Adepts will be able to get in. Adept's very good against Zerg, I think, early game, because a little bit harder for the Zerg to wall, especially our bots. So, yeah, we'll see. And he fixed his Zealot, so they now hit with 2 blades instead of 1. So
that is a pretty big change,
especially against Zerglings. That's a big fix. So I'm hopeful. We decided Dominiondog take down Ketroc. Maybe a bit of an upset for some. I saw somebody's prediction brackets screwed up there. All right, but we're ready. We'll see if Zoe or SharpenedEdge will move on to face Dominiondog in the next round in this best of 3 here on ProBots Day 7. Let's go.
Soup catchers.
Zoe.
Infies.
Sharpened Edge.
All right, gonna talk now. Are we through the intro? Yeah. All right. We are here on Glittering Ashes. Sharpened Edge. We're giving out his, warning so he doesn't get sued. You don't want to get sued.
Yep.
This toy is not for children. Don't play with sharp edges. We've been buying stuff from estate sales. That's our new hobby.
Yeah.
You can get a whole box of stuff for like $5, and we got a whole bunch of knives from somebody's kitchen, and I got some pretty cool old knives. One's like a big cleaver looking one. Anyway, sharp edges are dangerous. I got to get them all sharpened. It just reminded me, kind of seeing that.
Okay.
Got to take them all, get them all cleaned up a little bit. Some of them were a little rusted, pretty old, and not super.
To make them more dangerous.
Exactly. Actually, they're less dangerous when they're sharp.
Oh yeah.
I guess it depends on the
know.
purpose. If you're
Like,
using
it
it to
depends
like,
what you do with them.
yeah, if you're trying to like slice someone's head off with a katana, it's got to be like
Yeah.
razor sharp,
Yeah.
But in the kitchen, if you have a dull knife, you're in way more danger than
True.
if you have a sharp knife. So
True.
it really does depend on scenario.
Ooh.
What do you think about this scenario? Do you think Sharpened Edge will
I think
be
he's taking tabs.
the right type of sharp to take out Zoe? Yeah, what is
I
going
don't
on?
know. He's really watching this hatchery.
He wants in. He thinks he's
Learning
the
lots
drone.
about it. Yeah.
Wants to
He's
become. He's
pretending.
like, abduct me. What is it? Or what is it called when he becomes Zerg? It's not assimilated. No, that's
Not
Borg.
assimilated. That is
Oh my god, I'm having a huge brain fart.
infested.
Infested. There you go. Jeez, I did not think of that. For the life
Yeah.
of me. I've only got infestors and infested Terrans.
Mhm.
Wow, and Lings don't care either. This probe is actually doing the exact right thing, I guess, to stay camouflaged to
That's
where
weird.
the Zerg. It's in the blind spot where the Zerg can't see it. Oh, never mind. The Queen sees it. Well, it's confused by it, but we'll take it out. All right.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well-
The actual assimilators are Protoss.
Yeah. How so?
The gas.
Oh. Wow, that was good.
It's weird.
That was good.
They're turning the gas into Borg, and then they send them out.
I thought you were gonna say something about like their Kala and how they
No.
like. It's like no, nope, literally the
No,
assimilator.
just literally. Yeah.
All right, here's the adept I was talking about. Just a queen for defense. Really nothing else. So the adept is going to be able to harass. Where's all the Zerglings? Where's the army? What do you? Zoe's just going to build a roach warren. I guess waiting for the right moment to build the proper. Oh, I guess there's 3 queens here, but Adept's going to be able to shade out of there and get up into the main mineral line now. So again, I state, where is the defense? There it comes again. But how many drones now? That's 3. Gonna get back down into the natural. It's a little game of ping pong right now. So he can't quite keep up. Is chasing with all the queens. Looks like one queen did split off maybe to spread some creep or something, but boom, back into the main. And this is just gonna continue back and forth. And how many? I think we're gonna get up to at least 7 kills here. Oh, actually the drones are microing away really well now.
Let's
Okay.
see.
Still at 4. Okay, here we go. 5. Keep there.
Off and
Keep in
bounce.
mind,
Yeah.
behind this, roaches are about to pop out with Burrow as well. Meanwhile, Sharpened Edge going for that Stargate, potentially for Void Rays. That could actually be really nice for a little whack-a-mole with the roaches.
When this stuff happens, we often then end up with like every single drone in the orange.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, he's hit almost every drone at
Yeah,
this point. They've
yeah.
just been healing. Oh, he's at 6. Come on, 7. Got it.
Bam.
Boom.
Perfect.
All right, send me my prize.
That's it.
Jack. I win a
There
prize, too, for
There
guessing
may have
correctly.
been 8 Vikings, but there were 7 drones dead.
Boom.
You win.
I win. I'm
Yeah.
pretty close today on my guesses. All right, so it's going to be a big zealot composition, and they're going to be hitting with both blades Endersword.
They will.
Will they be able
Either way.
to get into the roaches' faces? Is the question. Oh,
Probably.
and actually an oracle for Sharpened Edge, so he'll have detection.
Maybe.
Ooh, that's huge.
I think.
Could be
I
huge.
find at this point making an oracle is almost like a manner move in the bot games because you're like, I'm just going to waste these resources.
Okay, hear me out though.
That will accomplish nothing. Yeah.
Eris only has some queens out. Or I'm sorry, not Eris. Zoe. Zoe only has some queens out. And all these zealots are, I think, will pull everything, queens included, to the front, right? Or do the queens stay at the base? It felt like they were chasing that adept a lot, so I feel like they'll come and help with zealots while potentially the Oracle comes in. Oh, did the Phoenix just ruin the Oracle though? I think the hallucinated Phoenix just prompted the spores to come down, because there were no spores up until that Phoenix started coming across the creep. Yeah. Oh, I wonder if they, right when they saw that, it started building. Anyway, we'll see what the Oracle can do. Here come the zealots.
Burn themselves.
Everything for Zerg is here. Burrow is done. Will the Roaches burrow in time? No, they will not. Okay, actually, one of them does.
Yeah. See, this is ideally what you'd want the Phoenix for, is like the revelation on the burrowed Roaches.
Yeah, oh, the Oracle,
tag them so that they can't get away from you. But yeah,
kind of hard though when they're spread out this much, because you can only,
it's
almost like using a scan.
Yeah, if you tag them right off the bat.
Oh, I see. Tag them right as the engagement starts, then Roach. It basically nullifies the burrow. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, that's definitely the way you would want to go about it. Oh, it took some damage. What was that Oracle doing? He was late to the party doing something.
What is an Oracle ever doing in this?
How many kills? It got a kill, Endersword. Oh my gosh, it found the opening. Is this the first success? I think this is the first successful Oracle.
Are we going to get 3?
Wow, we have a new Oracle kill record, the previous being 1 in ProBots, and now we have an Oracle with 2. Incredible. And it survives. Ladies and gentlemen, history has just been made. 2 kills in ProBots with an Oracle. Nice. Unheard of, Endersword.
That is true. I don't think we've ever seen an Oracle get to the opponent's base and come back.
Even if SharpenedEdge can't take the series, he has taken our hearts with that Oracle play. I am just astounded. Good job. Okay, here come the Roaches. Will there be enough Stalker kiting potential? Or I guess the Voids will be able to deal with it in the end, but they need to get over here to the wall and help defend a little bit. Maybe, okay, there is an Observer. I was going to say maybe an Observer would be helpful as well. And there is one. I'm going to stand by my statement. I think SharpenedEdge is going to hold this, and I think SharpenedEdge is gonna take this whole series, but we'll see how this pans out. I do believe the Roaches will be held. They're getting really stuck on this wall.
Yeah, it's how is he gonna recover from it here now and like get back to plan? Because the thing with Roaches being annoying like this is you can just kind of keep them coming, and it's hard to just clean them up quick. And so if they just keep doing a little bit of damage and whatever,
where's that Oracle?
It's hard to get back to normal.
Is that Oracle still alive? I'm really invested in that Oracle, or did it die? Oh, maybe it might be saying Sharkbot might have gotten 4 with his Oracle. Sharkbot was the other.
Yeah, I
can't remember now.
There was somebody that got more, but it was almost like one.
Oh no, it died.
Yeah.
No.
Oh well. There was somebody that got some, but it was in a game that was like essentially already over or something. And an Oracle kind of cleaned up.
And it was just okay. So this was a little different then. Not as many kills, but more crucial to the game, perhaps. Yeah. So still a very big moment.
Yeah, it wasn't like an early Oracle. It was like a 14. I forget. 14-minute Oracle.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Something like that. I don't know. Yeah.
Zerglings might get a couple workers. Good pull. Actually, is going to really mitigate the worker losses. Just loses 2. Wow, nice save there. SharpenedEdge is on point. He's looking crisp and sharp, you could say. Wow, nicely done so far. Is holding strong. Resources lost very even at this point. So
yeah,
the only thing that SharpenedEdge is really going to have trouble with now that we're getting later into the game is this creep spread. That is going to make this a little bit harder to take a better engagement, especially as Zoe starts to get closer to maxed out. If Zoe gets a big surround or just a really big engagement on creep, SharpenedEdge might be in trouble. Ooh, another Zergling harassed. The probes are pulled. A few more going to go down this time. Nicely done. Oh wow! Don't turn around there. Ooh. Okay, a lot more workers going down. That a little bit of a feed for Zoe there. It's like, here you go, have some probes.
Yeah, and this is kind of what I meant about now. Like SharpenedEdge is a bit on the back foot, and it's going to be hard for him to move out. So this attack has to do really well. But I just don't know that there's enough here to.
He's
Like,
going to have to take a fight in a really tight choke or
yeah,
something.
army supply wise, this should work. I just don't know that it will.
Yeah, he is like way up on army supply actually.
Yeah.
So, and he's got +1 attack for both air and ground, +2 on the way.
Yeah, I think this is the problem though.
Ooh,
So now
another-
he's out on the map. You can't really come home, but you kind of got to come home.
They like go, they turn around and then turn
here's-
around again. Oh,
Here's
but
the
here we go.
engagement, but only one void ray stayed to start. There's the rest. Okay.
It's actually good because the Hydras now are softened up and don't have any support, so they have to pull back. Voids, oh, be careful, Void Rays. Oh, they're so brave. Oh my god, they're going to do it.
Okay,
they take the
got
spore
it.
out. If they can get this base, that would be huge. I mean, they have to get something done. SharpenedEdge has to get something. Oh, he gets the base.
got it.
Okay. Good. Voids might all go down here, though. They're starting to get a little bit surrounded.
Yeah,
A lot of yeah, they're all dead. Oh, geez.
Yeah, so I don't know. The base is a good pickup, but
was
I
good,
don't
but
know
it
how I
cost
feel
me.
about like 5 void rays for the base.
Yeah. If he had then just pulled out after killing that base, that would have been so good. Zergling's trying to find another opening. This third really just is undefended. The poor probes. Just nothing there. A couple zealots finally to force this away, but so many workers have gone down at that third base. It might just be too much. We'll see if
Yeah,
SharpenedEdge can hold what looks like the final death blow from Zoe. Oh, this is going to be tough.
So if you can hold like a little bit longer, we're gonna get this carrier shift.
Oh, carriers.
Yeah,
Oh.
but I don't think that we're gonna get this longer.
Oh, wow. Even an immortal getting infested there. Turn to the Zerg.
That one's neuroparasited, as was pointed out.
Oh, yeah.
Infestation is permanent. Neuroparasite is temporary.
Oh, good point.
Yeah.
Good point. So you're temporarily infested.
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, well, Carrier is out, but SharpenedEdge has lost everything to get here. This Carrier with one more about to pop, and this little army will have to somehow win the game, but I don't think it's going to be possible. A little too much anti-air. There's not a lot of Hydras, but it's just one Carrier. So you don't really need a whole ton of Hydras. Yeah, there's just not enough. Ooh, man, that was looking real good, though, for a little bit for SharpenedEdge. But that's what we've talked about for Zoe. She's so good at just doing everything, at defending, at holding, buying time until she can get just everything. We've seen infestors with Neuro. We've got Hydras and Zerglings, and we usually get Vipers. We've got Ultralisk upgrades on the way. Unless you're expanding and doing, moving at the same pace and putting some pressure on, Zoe's just going to be able to kind of absorb the blows and then boom, crush through like we just saw.
I think that's very
That was
much
close,
the key, like playing against any of the Zerg bots that are still around.
Yeah.
Is you can't go on and do, like I often say, when you do a fight, you win a fight, you have to get an objective. And against Terran and Protoss, that objective can be a base. But against the Zerg, it pretty much has to be like half their entire bases.
Yeah.
Or just win the game. Because if you come on like that and you're you've just traded most of your army, they've lost most of their army, you get one base, then the Zerg's like, so I can only use these other 6 now?
Yeah.
Like, it's not it's
not a
impactful.
big deal.
Yeah, it's not impactful enough that you can then survive the counterattack, because he's still getting more ahead, and then you kind of are on the back foot, and you just, particularly as Protoss, you can replace your gateway stuff reasonably well, but you lose the stuff that's like Stargates and whatever. You can't really replace that, especially when you're trying to then transition to carrier. Well, then you can't rebuild the void rays that you needed to help the carriers do their thing.
You have to have that economy to support it. Yeah,
yeah,
for sure. All right, well, we'll see. Maybe SharpenedEdge can turn things around and bring us to an ace match in Game 2 here. We are getting that loaded up. Thank you, everybody, for coming and hanging out and get your votes in the poll, who you want to win. And thanks for checking out ProBots. We are in our final day. If you're just tuning in, this is our decider match. One of these two will get eliminated. The winner will move on to face Dominiondog to contend for that final position in our grand finals, which will be taking place next week on Saturday, the 7th. Was that what I said?
7th is, yeah.
Saturday, May 7th at noon Eastern. So make sure you bookmark our forum. Should anything change, you'll be up to date. But I think that's the plan at the moment. All right. Are we ready? Oh, I looked at the timer wrong. I was about ready just to dive into it.
We're ready.
You know what? We like you guys so much. We're just gonna ignore the timer and we're gonna start the game. Game 2 here. Zoe versus Sharpened Edge. Let's go.
Soup catchers.
Zoe.
Infies.
Sharpened Edge.
I love that. Zoe giving us a nice rundown, looking, doing my job a little bit for me, giving a nice little, what the score is, where we're at. It's season 1 of 2022, all sorts of fun things. And then Sharpened Edge is, don't touch me, I'll cut you in half. Oh, baby, here we go.
Oh.
We're gonna just dive right into this.
I like it.
This is how you come back in a series, Endersword.
Yeah. So let's see how he does this. Well, we've seen kind of the cannon rushing really not go well against some other opponents, but this is shaping up to be good already. So as long as these probes
here they are. I was gonna say, where are the drones? They should be coming any moment now.
Okay.
And
he's got to make a cannon now.
They are attacking. They're doing like a weird little attack and pullback thing.
Yeah. Okay. No, this didn't work.
Oh, hold on! Don't count your
work.
chickens yet, buddy. Hold on. Hold on.
I've counted them. They're all dead.
Oh, that's a I thought that was a cannon about to finish at the top. They're all just pylons.
No, they're all pylons.
Where's the cannon?
There's the front one that's a cannon, and it's just useless. No. It did the same thing he did against like a Terran player earlier in the season, where
get it down. Boom.
Yeah.
That's it. Oh, it was a good try, Zoe.
It should have worked. So there's definitely spots here that like cannons would have gone up and stayed up.
Yeah. So where that pylon that I thought was a cannon,
right where the probe is right now.
Yeah.
Like that would have been the best spot. But then this forward, kind of, I don't know.
Yeah, one less pylon and one more cannon might have actually been a little too much for the drones to handle. But now Zerglings are out. Sharpened Edge not done yet. Is going to transition out of this, and hey, maybe the pylons are going to disrupt the mineral income.
They'll delay at least, but not too long with this many lings out.
Yeah, no, I was being hopeful.
Yeah. Oh wow. Like I'm surprised. I don't know. Maybe it is harder than you would think, but I'm surprised that you can't just map out like ideal
cannon location,
pylon and cannon spots. Because like what you're usually trying to do is use your pylon initially to then cut down the surface area of the cannons that you're going to put in.
Mm-hmm.
But then he just went and throws a cannon right out front with nothing around it.
Yeah.
So
at that point, I think it was just either it's worked and I just need to keep spamming them, or yeah.
So it's like, because if a player does it, you're usually trying to like put it in a corner. You're trying to use your pylons to block for the cannon. You're trying to make it so that they can only attack with like 2 drones on it, something like that. And oh well, because it shaped up. It should have worked. Like with that start of getting like 2 pylons clearly up and 2 more coming, it should have worked.
Yeah,
especially with 2 probes. You could have thrown down two cannons instantly, like behind and beside the mineral line, and it should have worked.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Shoulda, coulda, woulda.
Yeah.
Ooh, what is going on here? Zergling's on a secret mission, gonna start clearing some rocks. Maybe gonna take a hidden base here, and that's a sweet base to take. Oh nope, they're just taking they're sharpening their claws. We've seen that before. You got to sharpen your claws on the rocks. Keep them nice and filed down so they're pointy. It's how animals like dogs and stuff. If they don't walk on cement and stuff, you have to clip their nails a lot more often.
True.
If you're not walking on like the sidewalk or even just in nature, and just nature and walking on rocks and stuff like that'll wear it down. Chickens too. Chickens, they actually do sharpen, and their beaks will keep growing to the point where they can't eat if they didn't have like rocks to rub their beaks on and kind of shave
Sure.
it down a little bit and keep it
Yeah.
nice and pointy.
The bunnies are like that with the teeth.
Oh yeah,
They
yeah,
need
buddies,
they
yeah.
need to you get them these little granite cubes that they grind on.
So that's all we're seeing here. The Zerglings are just
Yeah.
honing those claws and
That's it.
keeping healthy, and yeah, it's very natural. Get David Attenborough in here, make a documentary on the Zergling. That is our next project here at ProBots.
What is a pack of lings called? You know how there's like
Pack.
this is a pride of lions. Is
Probably,
it just
right?
a pack?
Probably
Like a wolf
because
pack,
they're
I guess?
very
dog-like. Yeah.
well, they're more Velociraptor-like, right?
Yeah.
Because they kind of work in a team sometimes and surround and that kind of thing. So what is the Velociraptor? Is that a pack as well? A pack of raptors?
I
A
don't
herd
know.
of raptors?
I always feel whenever I hear one of those as like a piece of trivia, like
Oh, there's a lot of things like a gaggle of geese. Yeah, well, everything
like,
has a different name.
I'm like, I believe some of them, like geese and stuff, but some people tell me like, oh, a flock of flamingos is a fabulous or something like that. And I'm like, I don't really believe you.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
A
There we
quiver of cobras. What's another good one? A drove of donkeys.
Yeah.
A convocation of eagles. That's
Yes.
a good one.
That's
So a parade of elephants. We've all heard that. It's a familiar one. Yeah, I got a whole list here. A bloat of hippopotami.
ooh.
That is a fun one.
An
to say.
army of caterpillars.
Is that really what it's called?
That's
Good.
one of them apparently.
Nice.
Yeah.
A zeal of zebras.
Yeah.
Okay.
A collective of bees is called a bike.
Bike
A
of bees?
a
No
bike
way.
of bees.
This
This is why I think they're made up.
Okay, here comes SharpenedEdge real quick. We're going to have a little engagement
Yeah.
in the slow zone. That could actually help SharpenedEdge out a little bit if he were to pull the lings into it, but he just fights in it and still does really well. He's going to start pushing on creep. Is there an observer, though? I don't think so. There is Immortals coming out, so he has the Robo facility. There is one Immortal here as well, which is going to be instrumental in dealing with these roaches. No transfuses available for the Queens, and no Burrow, I don't think. Wait, is there Burrow? Yeah, there is Burrow. I lied. I am full of it. Burrow is done, and with no Observer, the best that they'll be able to do is force a Burrow and maybe keep pushing forward. There's the Observer, though. Right in time to be able to start shooting these roaches down before they heal too much. Okay, maybe SharpenedEdge does have a chance, Endersword. He got really far behind with that cannon rush, but a solid, aggressive two-base follow-up here with Immortal. Coming, a second Immortal should be joining the fray soon. Blink getting really close to done as well. Oh no, the Immortals can just stay alive. Get out of there!
The classic problem of winning the battle and losing the war here. That makes initial progress, but then kind of squanders that progress when you run out of like shielding units and lose your heavy stuff.
So
But
I think
not too bad.
our what is a group of lings? What would you call a group of lings?
A group of whales isn't a pod or something. So they're definitely made up. A charm.
Yeah, a
of
rush. Oh, a rush of Zerglings. I like that.
A
That
rush of
makes
Zerglings
sense.
actually makes a lot of sense.
That is exactly, I think, what it is.
Yeah, it's
absolutely.
a ling rush. Yeah.
Yeah, a rush of Zerglings. Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's cool. All right, here we go. Zoe, SharpenedEdge has to come home and defend. Zoe busting through the wall here. One Zealot was left to hold. A few more do get warped in.
Yes.
And it looks like
That's it.
SharpenedEdge just would go home and kill this. What are you
Yeah,
doing?
he's just not going up because he doesn't know what to do. So we've got a rush of Zerg just leading the charge, followed by a volley of Ravagers.
Oh, there you go. And a blink of Stalkers? Does that work?
Yeah, a blink of Stalkers for sure. Yeah.
A shade of Adepts? Ooh, that actually
Yes.
sounds cool.
Shade of Adepts for sure.
A charge of Zealots? Man, we could do this all day.
Yeah.
I'm loving this.
Yeah.
All right. Zerglings, you're going to get a little caught in the slow zone. Here we go. SharpenedEdge with another follow-up here. He's got two Immortals this time. Blink is done. +2 is just started and being researched. So if SharpenedEdge can just get a little traction going and keep it rolling here, maybe he can survive long enough to have +2 attack out and just keep crushing through. But we'll see. Wait, what is going on? Is +2 not actually researching? Or is that a glitch? What's...
Yeah. Our blink of Stalkers is abandoning their position.
Yeah, they just blunk into oblivion
Yeah.
there. Oof. All
It's a
right.
tough
Well,
one because they were all going to die, but it's
there.
sometimes you got to realize your job is to protect the immortal.
Wow, +2 is
Yeah,
very close to, way closer to finishing than I actually thought it was.
Yeah.
Maybe if SharpenedEdge had just waited a little bit longer and masked up a little bit more, could have made this 2-base little push work. But at this point, with 2 failed 2-base pushes, with the economy that Zoe has, I just don't see a way that SharpenEdge come back. Yes, a Yamato of BC battle cruisers. That is a good one.
BCs, that makes sense.
Well, now it's would it be no, I guess a tactical jump of BC. Yeah,
That's a weird one, especially since the Yamato is a type of BC. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
From they're named after the World War II.
Yeah.
Japanese ones.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
The valiant last stand. The probes are being pulled. Sharpened edges. Fight for ire and for the grand finals will end here.
Here he is, protected by a single immortal and a guardian of sentries.
And a tickle of probes.
Yeah.
And nice, and there we were talking about some drop micro earlier. We are finally seeing some fancy drop micro out of SharpenedEdge.
Yeah, but he's only got the one. If only he had a rainbow of prisms. Then maybe it would be enough.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
It was a good fight here, and SharpenedEdge giving us a great series despite going down 2-0. Zoe is just so strong, and Zoe will move on to fight Dominiondog. So we will have a TVZ, a Terran Berserk, for our fight for 3rd place here, Endersword.
Yeah.
And 4th place does actually win money. So congratulations, Zoe and Dominiondog. You have at least won 3rd place, whoever gets eliminated. Or 4th place, I'm sorry. And then, top 3 will also receive some prizes. But congratulations, Zoe. You are moving on. To the next round. That was a good game still. I really enjoyed
definitely.
that.
I can't say I'm shocked by the outcome, but both of those were pretty good games. This one was quite scrappy. I think could have, again, a little improvement to the initial cannon rush. It could have got down and could have been really devastating. But yeah, it is difficult. They were, again, discussing in chat as we brought it up. You can get down to the map geometry on where to put it, but you'd have to do that for every map and situation and whatever. And I don't know. I think maybe though you could pick 1 or 2 maps and say, well, if I'm on that map, cannon rush or something like that. Because there's some, I mean, again, that's how some human players would do it. There's some maps that lend themselves to it, and some you would never do it on. So find the ones that have the good little hidey spots, and if you're in the map, do it.
Do it. All right. Well, congratulations to our 2 bots who have moved on. Soup Catcher, good job with Zoe, and Fidelina and Underdog. Well done with Dominiondog. You are moving on into our next round, which will be coming up after a quick break here. We have 1 more best of 3, 1 more elimination. And this will be our 4th place decider match. And the winner will move on into the top 3. And let's go ahead and take a look at our bracket real quick before we go to a break. We do have our 2 top bots sitting there waiting, just waiting. We've got -0 and Eris just waiting for their opponents here. And we will see those 2 bots next week, again on Saturday the 7th at noon. And we will start with that. Winner of that will move on to the finals. We'll have a 1-game advantage in the best of 7 grand finals, while the loser will get knocked down and face the winner of our match, which is coming up after the break.
Yep.
And that will be our 3rd place match. So yeah, again, make sure you bookmark our forum. Come check out our Discord. Check out the AIarena.net Discord as well. That's where all these bots have come from and where all the authors reside. So if you're looking to make a bot, we've got some cool tutorial videos as well. You can go check out the Discord and talk to the authors. And there's a lot of frameworks available, so you can get a nice jump start on your bot. A lot of more languages are starting to get supported too. What's the main one?
Python.
Python is the main, but we've got bots in Java, in C++, in C#, and in Go, in.
I still want to see basic.
Basic. Oh my god.
Just that.
Great. All right. What do you feel about a break, Endersword? You ready?
Sure.
All right. We're gonna go to a quick little 5-minute break, everybody. Before we do so, though, we're going to do a member shout out, and then after the break, we will have our final best of 3 and our match, Endersword, fought against D-Star. We're gonna or D-Star, whatever it is. We're gonna check that out after the break as well. So thank you all again for tuning in to day 7 of ProBots here on ESChamp, our final day of the normal season, and then our grand finals, of course, next week. But let's go ahead and do a quick little break, and we'll see you all in 5 minutes. Oh, we're back. Hello.
Yeah.
I'm glad I was told that we're back. And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, for day 7 of ProBots, our final elimination of the night about to take place, our last best of 3. This should be a good one. We have got 2 very strong bots going up against each other, Dominiondog versus Zoe. And what do you think, Endersword?
Well, cool.
What are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I kind of think that I don't really know anymore. I do still think that Zoe may take it, because I think what Dominiondog did in the first series against Ketroc was really take advantage of the fact that Ketroc doesn't do early aggression. So he was able to cheat into a big macro game, whereas I don't know that that's going to work on Zoe. And I think you're going to run into the problem of whatever the Dominiondog push is going to be has to like win or cripple Zoe. And I don't know what we're going to get.
I think we're going to get a very exciting game. Dominiondog has really shown some of the biggest improvement, I would say, in the past season or two. It definitely has taken just huge strides to get this far and to be able to take out bots like Ketroc. Is now going to be going up against Zoe. Wait, didn't Dominiondog take out Micro Machine as well? Yeah, taking out Micro Machine. Like, geez, Louise.
Jeez Louise, indeed.
Jeez Louise. All right. Well, either way, it's going to be an awesome series. Yeah, took out Tier. Man, Dominiondog has killed like all of our top, like longest running bots. Tier, Micro Machine. Ketroc's a little newer, but still definitely one of the more dominant bots in the last few seasons. Wow.
Yeah.
Can he take out Zoe?
Making a run.
Making a hell of a run.
Yeah.
And again, winner of this will move on to the top 3. Loser does get 4th place and does get a little prize there. So not all is lost. But yeah, it's going to be a great series. I got a tickle in my nose and I got to sneeze. So I'm hoping we're about to start the game because it says soon. So are we ready? Is it time? Maybe. I'm just gonna go ahead and say yeah.
I think
no, never mind. No, he's loading stuff. We are getting that loaded. So while we get this last series loaded up in just a moment, make sure you again check out our Crown Club. Our last episode of Postbots will be tomorrow night, and Drek Sama himself will be joining us, and it should be a lot of fun. We're gonna take a look at tonight's games, a little more in-depth look, and play a fun game and just have a good time. So if you're in the Crown Club, come hang out. Come join the Discord. It's live, same time, same place. You just join the audience chat. It's very simple. Very simple. Easy to do. Now, I'm excited if we can get this. We are working on trying to get Endersword's replay running.
Yes.
So we can watch him again. It is working. Okay. Excellent. So we will, after this series, also be watching Endersword go up against D-Star, the strong Zerg bot, new Zerg bot on the scene. Not our scene, but he's on
the scene, the Chinese scene, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, he's on the bot scene. You know,
the bot scene.
It's a thing now. I'd say
mm-hmm.
We're a scene, Endersword.
Yeah.
Or it's not. Or is this a goddamn arms race?
It's true. It is a bit of one.
Who's to
if
say?
You think about it. Yeah.
This is way more of an arms race than the scene.
Yeah.
All right.
And I'm going down swinging.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna start this 30 seconds early because my excitement is it's too high. It's off the charts. This is our final best of 3 of the night. For 3rd place, will it be Zoe? Will it be Dominiondog? Let's go and find out here on day 7 of ESChamp's ProBots. Let's go.
Fidolinas.
Dominiondog.
Soup catchers.
All right, well, here we are for this scene. 2,000 atmospheres under the sea
Indeed.
for Dominiondog versus Zoe.
It's true. It is true. They are deep. They are under pressure.
Lots
You
of
know?
pressure.
Yeah, exactly.
down
But
on
the
them.
bots don't know that. Bots
Nah,
don't.
they don't
get
feel
stressed
pressure. That's
out.
why I want to be I want to be like an android
Yeah.
where I can just have my emotions removed, like data, and just
Mhm.
that would be so cool. One day.
It's
When
true.
our bot overlords take over, hopefully they will assimilate me
But
into their
but
collective.
Data always wanted more emotions.
Yes, but I want to be like Data in the sense that he just doesn't have them.
Uh,
You know.
Maybe it should be more like lore.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Brother.
Yeah,
And
that's
we
true.
we can be evil, and
Little
then
bit of
then you can assimilate people.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah.
Lore's bad at he
Lore's
best
pretty
one of the best villain hero whatever interactions. It's so good
Mhm.
in all of TV history. All right, that's an interesting early third base there from Zoe. Really getting a little greedy, perhaps, when Dominiondog is going for barracks. That's right, 4 barracks are about to finish up. 5 barracks. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of barracks, Endersword.
It is.
This
It
is
is.
looking
I
like
mean, we were saying, yeah, like he's gotta like you weren't gonna get away with the economic like crazy opening, so we're going this other extreme, and let's see if he can get something done here, and it could work if you get it
Is it-
going before creep is up and before like speed is out and things like that, and you just get a ton of reapers.
Yeah.
You could just overwhelm and end up taking it.
I was gonna say I thought it was gonna be more marine. I was like Zunk was doing this. Just 5. It's like 5 barracks and then attack is what Zunk was doing earlier in the season. One of our new bots, but this is 5 barracks Reaper.
Yeah.
This could be
Even more
devastating.
barracks.
Is that another? That's a 6th barracks. We don't need command centers on the low ground. We need more barracks.
Yeah. Back
Okay,
in the
one
beta,
Marine.
5 racks Reaper was not even the beta, the first couple weeks of the game until they nerfed it. The original Reaper had a grenade that did more damage against buildings, like a ton of damage.
I remember that. That
Yeah.
was so, it used to be a building buster. Well, that
Yeah.
was kind of the intent, right? They were supposed to be able to bust through
That's what it
spine
was supposed to
crawlers or
be.
bunkers or
But what
defenses.
it really ended up busting through was the Nexus.
Look at this
So,
Reaper micro.
You just did your 5 racks Reaper and just suicided on a Nexus and killed it.
In like 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Just grenade it to death. This Reaper micro is pristine. They're
Yeah.
getting a little low in health, but pulling out with time to spare to be able to go back and regen and then coming back into the fight. Zergling gets trapped in the main base here. He wants out, but Reapers are going to continue skirmishing and killing a lot. A Marine even joined in the fray here. Going to add a little bit of extra DPS. That is going to be enough to take down this queen and possibly 2 and 3. Oh, these queens need some support. Where are the Zerglings? We got 10 on the way. Oh man, is Dominiondog just gonna win this whole damn tournament?
I think we might get the back break soon if he can't get enough roaches out. I think that's going to be the key to
here we go,
stability.
drones.
Lynx here helping kind of clean up.
This is done.
The roaches are going to have a better time than the Lings are with the Reapers. They're going to be, again, add some stability.
I
But
don't
it's a
think there's-
matter of can you bunch a bunch of things up to get it going. You're going to have roaches supported by some queens to try and clean this up.
That's oh man, he is losing Reapers. At the I was gonna say if he could regroup everything, there just wouldn't be enough
The
roaches.
good news is he's making 3 spores. And those will observe everything that's going on for a while and not helping anyway.
Well, I mean, he's always spending the gas on the roaches anyway, so
Yeah.
I mean, it's not. Might as well if you got some extra minerals. But yeah, if
would've-
those were a spine crawler,
would've said spines, but
yeah, spine would be a little better for sure.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, these Reapers
So,
really
yeah, okay,
picking things
the
apart.
roach helping out here now, and if these accumulate, if they're not like targeted down, and you start to get 5 or 6 roaches, then you can hold the situation. And it's very all in that Dominiondog has done this. So if it gets
incredibly
out,
all in.
yeah,
And actually, more roaches are popping out. I was gonna say these Reapers are doing a great job just diving straight up into the main, but that actually might be, it's their kind of their demise now. Was going up there. Oh, I thought Dominiondog had this. It's still up in supply.
Yeah.
So it's still looking good, but I thought that Reaper push was just gonna be able to kill that one roach that was out at the moment.
Yeah.
Just keep crushing through. But
again, I think they didn't prioritize it. If once the roaches started to come out, I think if you killed the first like 2 or 3 as they came in isolation, once you've got a group of them, it's not gonna be as easy to take out. So he's really got to make some effort to get it back in his direction. Now, if they chase too far, though, if they keep chasing them across the map, and they do just keep bringing themselves to die, then it could just revert back again.
Well, and if even if Dominiondog gets this third base, that would be huge. A little bit of pressure, but no, I think there's enough roach production out now that this should stabilize because the Reapers are really oh jeez, Queen
should yes
should
but
the Reapers
you've also now got enough economy on the Dominiondog side to use all those barracks, which there's 7 of them now. I think now 8.
Yeah, there's 8 things producing at a time.
It's gonna get worse before it gets better. And yeah, look at this again.
That's actually a really good point. That second base follow-up for Dominiondog is crucial to keeping this going, and it's still going. A lot of mining time has been lost in total. This third base hasn't even mined, you know.
Yeah, a lot of these just died, though.
Oh, jeez. Oh, no. Well, that's okay. There's more coming
across. I still don't know. I mean, like, again, he's on the verge of stabilizing, but he's still at 25 workers, still not fully controlling the space, and you've got to say, what's the next step then to end this? And I think the next step has to be, in addition to that backbone of 5-6 roaches, has to now be like 20 lanes.
And a round of workers, because
but yeah, you're still losing these individual ones.
Yeah, these little skirmishes going definitely in Dominiondog's favor. It's when Zoe groups up in the main that it starts going back in hers. But yeah, just so many workers. It's like double the worker supply for Dominiondog. Zoe has 3 bases, but is barely mining off of 2 of them at this point.
He's trickling up in the drones again, so we're back over 30. That's very helpful.
There you go. Keep making those drones.
Taking a third. He's not just like sitting back. And this is the real killer. These roaches are doing a great job defending home, and then they're wandering off creep and getting annihilated.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
And they can't be doing this part because you're not chasing anyone down.
Got a couple Reapers there.
This far away, yeah.
Oh, but that opens up an opportunity for the Reapers to get back into the main and cause even more mineral loss, more mining time lost, which is seems like the whole strategy. Just keep Zoe busy and keep Zoe on the back foot, keep Zoe from being able to make drones, force her to make more roaches, force the workers off the mineral line with just the presence of your Reapers in that area, which it's working out really well. While at home, Dominiondog's able to get the third base uncontested. Zoe can't push across at all.
Yeah, and I was going to say that Zoe had gotten the workers back up to 40. Those immediately dropped back down to 35.
Yeah, these Reapers are killer, man.
Yeah.
They are drone killers.
Yeah. It's the chasing off creep down the ramps here, letting queens get out and isolated. That's not working out.
What would you call a group of drones? A dongle of drones? I can't think
of it.
That's the best I got.
Yeah. A boring of drones.
A boring of drones. I like that. Little skirmish drones actually getting in the fight. These drones are far from boring. They are ready to go toe-to-toe with Reapers, which, you can be brave, but it doesn't matter if you get shot in the face with a Reaper gun as a drone. You're just probably going to die. So Roaches will push this back successfully, but yes, so many workers have just been killed.
Keep just pushing it back on one side. Yeah. Okay, here. Yeah. So the speed, the speed helps a lot. Like that. Now that's done, he's also now,
Okay, another guessing game, Endersword.
But
how many Reapers have died?
Let
us know in chat. How many Reapers
20.
do you think have died at the? We'll say at the 10-minute mark. Okay. In 15 seconds, how many Reapers will be dead?
10-minute mark, 32.
I'm gonna say 27. So at the 10-minute mark, pull up that loss
I
tab,
was
and
going
we're
to say
see.
27 at the time you asked, but 32 at the time for 10 minutes.
Yeah, there's been a lot of. It might even be more than that.
61.
61.
Okay.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
30,
that's the
31 Marines though. Yeah.
I mean, they're trading kind of. Wait, go back. Can we see that resources lost tab again? Sorry, I was distracted by the. I want to see how even it is. It's actually in Terran's favor. Just
Kind
so
of
many
gas
drones and
versus
so many.
minerals.
Yeah,
But yeah.
so many drones have gone down. So many lings. Even a good healthy chunk of roaches have died. This
All
has
right.
just been
Here's what I really needed to see,
war
which
of
is like
attrition.
20 something lings.
right.
Like a swarm. Like you've got to, if he gets like a good engagement where there's like a surround of 7 Reapers, then it can be closed. But I don't know. The speed is key. If these 3 spines had been, or 3 spores had been spines, especially
Yeah.
the one at the 3rd there, where they're
That
constantly
would
jumping
help.
up and down, that would have helped so much.
Oh, that would have saved so many drones. It would have allowed Zoe to mine. Meanwhile, Dominiondog's just taking over the entire bottom side of the map. It's very inverse from the last game we saw.
Yeah. So we're back up to 42 drones again, which is good for Zoe's side. Still in the deficit, obviously in overall economy, but the army supplies are relatively even.
Yeah, it's not a swarm of lings, Endersword. It's a rush of lings. Come on.
Yeah.
You said swarm earlier.
True.
Getting call out. Good call out there in chat. Keep Endersword in check.
Keep us on it. Okay, this is a pretty big group here now of the Reapers. Is this going to go in and get
That is
something
a killer
to get
pack.
the
They're
extra
gonna
map?
gut this Zerg infrastructure. Well, what's left of it? It's already kind of been, the intestines have been like pulled out a little, but this is just like cannonball to the rest of it, and boom. Drones are going down. So many drones dying. Roaches having a rough time. They are going to eventually push this back, I think. But here comes wave 2 of the Reapers.
Huge amount of drones have been
this
killed
is
off
done.
here, like 20 plus in this, and the Reapers are dying, but they're being replaced 10 at a time.
Yeah, no, this is
just-
definitely going to Dominiondog here.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, and the
That was
a
it.
rush of Reapers, is that what you would also call the Reapers? Because they play very
I would
just
say a jump. Yeah, a jump
jump
of
of
Reapers.
a leap of
Yeah,
Reapers.
a leap or a ledge.
Pout.
A ledge of Reapers.
A ledge of Reapers. All right. Yeah, it's actually, I like that the best. A ledge of Reapers. Yeah, too much here for Zoe to handle. Nicely done.
Yeah.
Dominiondog is just wants to fight for that first place, is just going to gun his way to the end. And I could see, honestly, Dominiondog now winning this whole thing. Even beating -0. Even beating Eris. I could see it.
The one thing, I'm kind of now thinking ahead to like -0, and I don't know, Reapers, mass crazy Reaper versus mass adept or something.
Well, that could be. That would be intense. We don't know what we're gonna see though, because it does seem like Dominiondog really has stuff.
Yeah, has a
planned
bunch
for
of
each
things made for everyone.
spot. It's just like prepared for this finals. And wow, it's just playing perfectly. Like I almost haven't even seen any flaws. Maybe a couple little micro things or decisions. Yeah, the Reapers maybe spreading out a little bit here or there too much, but solid play out of Dominiondog. And I guess Zoe's going to be the one that needs to step it up now and turn things around. I'm never going to get an ace match again.
Results, even the same thing, you can get different results on a different map. We point that out a lot. The specific location of like the 3rd, the ledge, whatever, can make a big difference. There's a really big walk around time between like the main and the 3rd on this map, like quite big. So a different map, same things could be quite different, but I don't know. And then I am curious what triggered the spores, or if that's just on time regardless.
Yeah, maybe that we'll keep our eye on it this game. Maybe we'll see something that triggered it, or because there were no medevacs, there were no air units of any kind,
anything
right?
that seemed to trigger that. Yeah.
That is interesting.
So it may just be standard, like for safety, we're gonna get these.
Well, yeah, we see a lot of cloak banshees these days and stuff like that, so makes sense.
This one could be interesting. I said like there's a big walk around difference on the last map. The one coming up, it's even bigger.
Oh yeah.
But you
Oh
can
yeah, this is
theoretically-
that. This is that. Yeah, really wide. Okay,
yeah,
we'll
yeah.
see. It's Blackburn. In case y'all don't know.
So
Which you don't-
this one
you
would be
don't do.
interesting. You can block off that ramp easier, but usually a Zerg doesn't do that. So
Mhm.
yeah, this could be, if we get the same thing, this could be more problematic. But at the same point, something that was creating a problem was going off creep in multiple directions.
Mhm.
That won't be as probably big an issue here. I'm curious about this. If Dominiondog does make it through and tries the same strategy against Eris, I feel like Eris we saw in the past more like trigger discipline about going off creep and chasing
Mhm.
because
Yeah,
that
Zoe not
came
so
up.
much.
Yeah,
Zoe's a little adventurous with those roaches.
Yeah.
Trying to push it back. Well, let's see what happens here in game number 2 if Zoe can turn things around or if Dominiondog will make it into the top 3 here in ProBots Season 1. Let's go. And that worker split, so smooth.
Pedolinas.
Dominiondog.
I want to go back. Do all bots? Oh, we're not done.
Soup catchers.
Zoe.
Now, do all bots do a fancy split like we saw Dominiondog do there, where like they fan out and then fan out again? And I know a lot of them do something like that.
Yeah, I think all of them deal with it to some extent. You might as well do it manually, but I don't know what they all look like. Well, a lot of them have adopted the speed mining now.
Oh
so
yeah,
they
that's
just
true.
jump right into that, which is very specific.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah,
you can
and
see
as
Dominiondog
pointed out,
doing it.
so this is what I was talking about. If you look at the distances here, already we're going to get the barracks in like the most accessible location to jump down. You can go through that little ramp, that little area, and then hop here, hop there, and you're immediately in the other person's base in like
Boop,
the
boop.
shortest
Yep.
rest distance of all time.
Yeah, the slow zones don't really do a whole lot to delay.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, they delay it for 5 seconds total combined, maybe, right?
Yeah, I don't
Maybe
know what
maybe
it is,
7.
but either way, it's so short that it
Yeah,
doesn't matter.
Negligible.
And it's in such an awkward
Oh boy.
position.
Okay, there is a pool
this
on the
is
way.
actually
Oh.
better. So this is better than if he had taken the forward third.
I thought it was 3 hatch before pool. I didn't see the pool, and then I was like, "Oh no, he's gonna make a hatch!" But no, the pool is almost done. So,
Yeah,
okay.
I was worried that
Just-
he would do the other third because then you can jump down and
Oh,
do
yeah,
the same thing
really
where you're bouncing
harass.
between the main and the third. But if it's
Yeah.
up there, this is actually better.
Yeah, this is way
It's
better.
still, again, we don't. Yeah, we'll see. But it's
Oh no,
I'm
this
gonna
is
be
different. Dominiondog's getting a second base sooner this time.
Yeah.
Much less aggressive.
you're
Only 3 barracks this time, Endersword.
Yeah.
So in the poll here, who all voted? Was I the only no? I said no. He wasn't going to do the same thing. I was
It's
right.
It will be a similar
Similar,
maybe
but
thing, but
same
yeah,
thing, but
it's
different.
not gonna be the same.
Yeah, it is Reapers, but much earlier second base, which I don't know. We'll see. We'll see kind of how it plays out differently. Because yeah, like you were saying, same kind of thing can just be totally different based on the map,
Yeah.
based on the time. So yeah, well, and it makes sense, I guess, if that rush distance is so much closer, you might as well get the second base sooner because your Reapers will still kind of get over there at the other side of the base about the same time, right?
Mhm.
Because it's just so much closer, so you can delay it a little bit longer and not have to travel as far, essentially. So yeah, and there we go, 5. So it's basically the same thing, just a different way to it.
Yeah, just a bit
Yeah.
later. And I guess the question is, does that help in any way that you're a little later, you're a little closer to speed being done on the lings, anything like that? Having
We'll see.
the initial queens and their success, I think, is a big key.
Yeah, last time they were really having trouble chasing things back and forth. Oh no, that was against the What was I thinking of? I'm thinking of the Adepts were going back and forth. But the Reapers, too. The Reapers are really doing a good job at just kind of harassing. Oh, this one gets body
if
blocked.
these get caught, like if these
One
early
gets
ones
caught.
get caught, then that does slow things down. So one getting away is good. Link's coming in from the back.
Oh,
Will they be able to pick them off? So one dead. Well, yeah, that one
Yeah,
gets
one
away
dead.
as
Not bad.
queens regroup. But 4 queens together like this already, and now speed is done, and Burrow is starting.
Oh, yeah, this is
a better,
way better.
This is a way better start for Zoe.
Well, if we can even just get a few roaches out now, these Reapers are...
I'm nervous about the location of this roach warren.
Oh, yeah, if he could pick that off, that'd be huge. Oh, man.
Yeah.
Oh, he's going to get some workers. Dominiondog coming in, get some damage. Might even get a queen if it gets target fired. Oh, it's so low. Lings are going to be able to help push this back. Reapers need to be really careful they don't get pinned and blocked in like they're that first Reaper. Oh, that's exactly what's happening, though. A lot of queens here able to body block, so...
Once again, don't you wish this 4 was a spine? But,
oh, man, if that was a spine.
There, one going down.
Okay, so we've
So
lost
we're
like
already
3 or 4
getting like a
Reapers.
first roach out. This feels a lot earlier.
Another Reaper. Oh, barely gets away. Yeah, the Reaper's going to go back and heal. And now, actually, as they start to clump up on this ramp, this actually could be bad for the Zerg. Zerg almost wants to let the Reapers get up and spread out a little bit.
Yeah.
As they're clumping up here, they're going to start doing massive damage.
Yeah, especially if you're pulling drones to try and deal with this.
Oh, yeah, they're just going to melt.
There's one, okay, I was going to say, there's one key to succeeding here, and it's that creep tumor just above the roach wine. This area must be covered in creep.
Yeah, that'll help a lot.
Or you're shit out of luck. But if you get queens here on creep, okay, good, another tumor. So...
yeah, queens on creep will be a lot more useful than queens not on creep.
And same with the roaches ability.
Oh, Reaper's doing a good job, even if they get stuck in the... yeah, the burrow's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, even if the Reapers get stuck in the corner, they still seem to be able to get out pretty effectively. That's
impressive. They're controlled very, very well.
Yeah, this is really high-level Reaper control right now. Only a few have gone down. Another Reaper gets out with really low health. Zerglings are going to start going down. Oh, that Reaper with really low health gets out. Oh, and this is where, if we get that critical mass of Reapers where you're just in so much trouble as they're... okay, finally one Reaper gets picked off there. Second does die as well as it tries to jump over the ledge. Oh, this is just getting so close. A couple more go down. This is just neck and neck right now. Zoe's finally taking the army supply advantage, though.
Yeah.
And that might finally... yeah, just enough roaches are going to be able to...
yeah, we're now ledge guarding.
Oh, look at those 2 queens on, like,
army.
1 health, though.
Yeah.
Oh, if you could pick those off, that'd be so nice. Wow. Okay, yeah, the Reapers have overstayed their welcome at this point. So, yeah, this time maybe that earlier base did slow Dominiondog down just a little bit too much, or maybe Zoe was just a little bit quicker.
Beautiful. The creep tumor right at the edge is now going to allow it to expand down. He's going to see them coming more, and then having 3 shots as they come up is going to help. But I don't think we're like, there was a lull in the first game as well where it looked like it was held, and it just keeps coming, keeps coming, keeps coming.
Well, and it is getting a little weird too. I don't know if you noticed that 5th base, the one that you were worried about as the 3rd, is Marines are poking it and things are hitting it, and it's actually pulling the forces back around a little bit.
Yeah.
And up towards it, so it has to go all the way around. But then when that's how these Reapers got into the main, they're all dead now. But because this
is what I was worried about at the beginning, but I think now it's okay. Because if that had happened at the start, then I think you're screwed. Then everything's not in the right place.
Well, I'm liking this so far. Zoe's holding with even workers right now and a decent little arm supply advantage and a lot more bases. And once those bases start to kick in, once they start helping out with the economy, with the production, then Dominiondog might be in a little trouble. A lot of trouble.
Let's see if he can get creep to this
point.
point.
If he could fight in the slow zone to get the roaches in the slow zone.
There, then he's completely cut off access to the alley.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's true. But if he cuts off access to the alley, doesn't that mean Dominiondog is just going to group up more and then have a more critical potentially? Because the roaches are getting a little bit picked off here. They're getting a little...
yes and no. Like, it's certainly not over. Like,
we need detection. We need a scan. They're all burrowed.
This is about to make it almost over. So the research that just finished is going to massively increase the roach healing speed. And these roaches are now immortal.
Yep. unless there was like heavy damage. A lot of Reapers do get into the main and actually are going to
he's gotta
gut
get
the
back and deal
economy.
with this. Yeah, like you said,
All
they
the-
were all burrowed.
Burrowed, yeah.
I love this lurker den
Lurker.
placement. That's just going to be a big like FU.
And actually, here we go. That's what I was talking about. The units go back to defend the main, all these Reapers in the main, but then that leaves this base exposed again. So Dominiondog might be able to crush through and kill that base, which would be nice. But a lot of Reapers are going to go down here in the main again. We're gonna play the Reaper guessing game in 1 minute. How many Reapers have died at 10 minutes?
Oh, yeah.
Last time, what was it? It was 61
It was
or something.
61 at 10 minutes.
Let's see. Do we think it's going to be more or less than
I think
61?
I think it's going to be
gonna be
more because
more.
there are way less Marines this time.
There's so many. All these Reapers right here are about to die as well. Like they're going to get a queen on their way out and maybe a couple things, but they will. Yeah, these immortal roaches with their healing abilities.
Is he
are
going to
gonna be
like
able to fight.
accidentally wall this off?
That would be hilarious. I mean, that would help Dominiondog, I think.
Ah.
Dominiondog. It's hard to say. Is it worth killing all those drones and then losing all those Reapers?
Yeah, this is looking a lot like just
There's
what a
no more
difference
army.
like a small change makes.
All right, I'm gonna guess 81. I'm gonna 20 more. 81 Reapers.
I'll
in 20 seconds.
go with the Sidney Crosby 87.
87. All right, let's see. In 15 seconds, let us know. Yeah, we think 72. Oh, 70 plus. Absolutely 70 plus. Come on. What did I say? 81. Yeah, 81. Lewis with me. He thinks 81 too.
Let's
All right, let's see. Oh, 78. Ah, I was so close.
I would have thought a bit. There's
I
actually more dead Marines than I would have thought. Because
Yeah,
what
a
I was
lot.
thinking was last time there were like 61 Reapers and 30 Marines, and I'm like most of the Marines were Reapers this time.
Yeah,
So either way, okay.
a lot more. Well,
Either way, it's a lot of carnage.
I'm just so fucking thrilled that I get my ace match
Yeah.
right now. This is my third one of the season. Oh, I've been so deprived of my ace matches. I haven't been able to really. I've just been sad and just I go home. I leave ProBots and I just cry myself to sleep anytime there's not an ace match. I just get so sad. All those barracks churning out units. It will not matter. The roach. What did we decide a group of roaches was? Because we've got a rush of lings and a what was it? A bile or what'd you say for ravagers?
A volley of Ravagers.
Volley of ravagers.
Yeah.
So a roach. What would a roach be?
A burrow
Bile of roaches. A burrow of roaches. Ooh, there you go. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Burrow of roaches. All right, nicely done. Zoe ties things up in our final match. And this is a big one, too. Again, this is for third place for the grand finals to go and participate and potentially win the whole thing. And we've already got two incredibly strong bots waiting. We've got -0 and Eris up in the upper bracket waiting. So we've got a Protoss and a Zerg. And this will decide if we have one more Zerg or a Terran and round things out for our grand finals. So either way, it'll be whichever one of these bots moves on. It is going to be an incredible grand finals. So again, make sure you all bookmark it for next Saturday, the 7th at noon, or sometime around then, whenever we actually get started. To be decided. We always start a little late. It's just how we roll here. But it should be fun. We're going to have our humans versus bots. We have 7 bots. Again, that will be available this weekend to play against. 7 bots to go play against and send us your replays of, and we'll have our humans versus bots show matches. It's always a lot of fun, and this should be the best season. I have heard tales of Eris just being unbeatable against just crushing humans,
Heard tales.
crushing the humans. So
Tales.
I've heard some tales.
Seems good.
Yeah, I'm excited,
Is
and I'm
there-
excited to watch your game
Yeah.
against
Yeah,
Dystar.
well, yeah, that's it. We'll see. I love that. I think,
Is it-
yeah, I think against humans, the Zergs theoretically have like a very
They have the
high,
biggest advantage, maybe.
very high limit for what they can do. I think just
Mhm.
because it's, just based on mass production. But
Well, it's a there's a lot, with the injects and if your macro is perfect as Zerg, it's very strong. You could argue it's stronger than Terran maxed out with mules or
Yeah,
Zerg
exactly,
macro
'cause-
when you have a lot of bases with all the larvae you can just churn out, you can pump 100 units, 100 army supply out in 10 seconds if you're doing it right,
yeah, pretty much. And you
anyway.
can do things too. You can make decisions that I think are hard for humans to do. Like
Mhm.
I have 16 larvae. I'm gonna make 9 lings, 5 roaches, and 3 hydras.
Yeah, the math.
people don't
Yeah, just the
usually-
math.
People who usually don't do that. They're like
Oh, I need drones. Oh, I need hydras. Oh, I
Like,
need lings. Oh, I need and then you just
where,
build a bunch of
you
that.
could just do that split second, and you're not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good point. All right. Well, this is it, everybody. The last life. This will decide who gets fourth place. So actually, do we even count this as the scrap pile at fourth place?
I don't know. No, it's
Maybe.
it's the sub podium.
The
It's
sub
like
podium.
at the very worst, it's the garbage can they keep near the podium.
All right. Well, we'll see which one of these bots gets into that garbage can and which one moves on to the grand finals next week. Zoe and Dominiondog, our ace match here on our final day of ProBots in our main season 1. Let's go. Troll pull.
Dolinas.
Dominiondog.
Soup catchers.
Zoe.
All right, we are here, everybody, for our final map of the day for these bots, Berlingrad. And then, of course, again, after this, we did get the Endersword versus Star replay. So stick around after this match for that. We're gonna it's a little preview, sampler for our humans versus bots.
Yeah, it'll be well
next
worth
week.
it.
It's a nice little. Oh yeah, it was a fun game. Yeah, don't give us no spoilers. We don't want to know. Don't tell us too much here. All right. Well, I don't even know what to predict here. Zoe's scouting everywhere looking for a proxy, which is very smart. You never know when Dominiondog is just going to throw a wrench at the side of your head when you're not looking. So, got to be careful. Good scouting. But no, just again, very kind of standard stuff. Dominiondog. Is he going to switch it up? Nah, looks like it's just Reaper play all day. Reapers for the win. But that's a much. Is that an earlier pool? It feels like an earlier pool this time.
It does feel like
Maybe no, it's probably about.
I
the
don't
same
know. I
time,
think
so
it's about the same, but
yeah, and then there's the third base when it was about halfway done. So yeah, okay, it's about the same time. Ooh, we'll see. 5 out of 6 on intros. What happened? Did we screw up an intro?
I don't know what we did. Does 5 out of 6 mean we screwed up 5 of them?
But we've talked out of 5 out of 6.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. We haven't talked 5 out of. Wow, that's impressive.
Step our game up,
I guess. Well, no, I said something in this one, right? Is that what he's talking about?
I thought at the very beginning. Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
We definitely talked all over like the first one.
Or the second one.
Second one, I think. Yeah, we just steamrolled it. But yeah, whatever.
The more you all complain about it, the more we're going to do it.
Yeah. Also, yeah. I mean, we know, but we can't hear it either.
Yeah.
Plus, it's Andy's voice. So I mean,
no, it's
he's
not.
talking anyway.
It's an SCV. Well, if for Dominiondog, it's an SCV.
Yeah.
Not me. And then Zoe is a Cerebrit voice for her.
Yeah.
Anyway, come on, Endersword, giving away the show secrets here. Just pull the curtain back. Why don't you?
Just breaking the fourth wall like
ready to destroy the mystery of it all.
Yeah.
Jeez. All right. Well, actually, so this is a completely different build. It is not Reapers all day.
Nope.
We're going Marines for our final build, and even a factory behind it. So I guess just Marine tanks, huh? A little more standard way to exterminate some Zerg.
Exactly.
I like it.
And in the one game now we're getting spine crawlers.
Oh no, Reapers better build spines. But actually, this could be good if a Marine push is coming.
Yeah.
You definitely need at least spines.
It's still good. Spines are always good if you're going to be poked into, but they're better against Reapers because, like, Marines won't be darting in and out. They're just going to steamroll you if you're coming.
That's true. Yeah, if there's enough Marines.
It's different. Yeah.
That's a good point. Good point. All right, well, we'll see what happens. I can't tell. Yeah, okay, they're just hanging out until they have enough. Once we hit critical max, they're just going back to the wall because that one Zergling keeps poking up and trying to get a look. So
reactor on the factory.
Oh, is he going Hellion? Marie? Oh, just like a solid,
He's also getting an armory.
Ground record. Oh, so Hellbats, Marine Hellbat, right?
Yeah. That's
okay.
I kind of like it.
I like it. could work. The burrow's going to be done though, so some detection would be good. Would be very, very helpful.
Let's see how it goes, because I don't know now if it's like too long. But it's going to be a shit ton of Marines.
Ooh, somebody thinks they can beat Eris in our poll. Well, you're brave.
Ooh.
Probably some GM or something. Or was that
Find
you?
them and no, it's on me.
Well, I definitely couldn't beat Eris.
Yeah.
Not in a million years.
We'll have to get some. Well, let's see how they do. We'll have to get someone to play whoever seems to be the best. Grab.
Well, you're always the anchor. You're going to be the one, right?
I've been the anchor sometimes, but I mean sometimes we go get the ringers.
Let's we get like No Regret or Scarlet.
No Regret, Steadfast, like
Yeah, we got to get a celebrity replay this season.
Yeah.
Who do you all want to see? Who should we all harass to play against our bots this season? Let us know. Who you think we should? Which pro? Harstum? Should we get Harstum to do another match?
Yeah.
We could.
Yeah,
who did? Didn't the Muslim do one? Or who was that last season?
Euthermal.
That's right. Yeah, Euthermal.
Yeah,
we can get Euthermal to play again.
Yeah.
Get a little pro match. All right, here we go. Dominiondog. The pain train is coming. Bunch of bullets and fire. Those are pretty good things to eliminate the Zerg with. Bullets and fire. That's what I would go into a Zerg battle with. Bullets and fire.
This is interesting. So he sees what's going on. Oh, he's a little out of the position he wants to be, so retreats back onto creep.
No detection, but if that roach unburrows, he will get annihilated if the Marines are all there. All right, here it comes. Oh, gets a little distracted there. We'll get an Overlord. And yeah, as long as the majority of these forces stay together and the Hellbats can engage the Zerglings.
Okay, here, this is ideal.
Oh, yeah,
that was an absolutely ideal initial attack for the Zerg.
All the Lings are just dead, though, and there's no more cover for the Roaches, and now the Marines might be able to push through. Now, keep in mind, they do not have upgrades. No combat shield, no +1, no stim. These are just StarCraft 1 Marines, essentially, but those are the most powerful Marines, oddly enough. Bet you didn't know that. StarCraft Marine. They are the original badasses. They had to deal with no healing and no fancy shields. You know, they went through the roughest of all the Marines, so they are the toughest. And how much damage is actually being done here?
I mean, a lot. It's going to be a matter of whether or not these things can group back up, because the army supply is technically in Zoe's favor, but it's roaches that are individually burrowed all over the place.
But they can heal. The Marines cannot.
They cannot. So yeah, I think it's.
I think the roaches win.
Now. Yeah, now they've regrouped. This is. Yeah.
Oh man, they thought it was like in the movie. You're like, we're pushing the Zerg back. We got them. This is an easy way. Like in Starship Troopers, when they go land and they're like, this is a piece of cake, and then they all get ripped to shreds.
Yeah,
by the aliens coming.
Well, we didn't see a lot of over here, which I think is impactful. That Ling that's outside the base was kept this entire.
Oh snap! Well, actually, that's kind of. Is it? Well, I don't know. It's. No, he had to win with it all.
Like this, it's
too much.
But I mean, this should have been streaming across the map. I don't think it would have made enough difference.
Yeah, because there was no healing, there was no longevity like the roaches. Yeah, they could just burrow, and if some drones die, they don't care. A hatch dies, whatever. We're gonna heal up and then have more roaches than you have Marines.
I think overall here I would have been.
Wow.
It was a good idea, but I would have been happier without the Hellbat part of this, and just come in with a whole ton of Marines.
Yeah.
It's just going to hit fast.
Well, the Hellbats were really good for that initial Zergling
very early,
but that was it. Yeah.
But then you're going to have roaches, and which are just useless.
And they can't catch the roaches. Yeah.
And it's more the fact that you delayed and you cut the Marine production by going into this larger thing.
Yeah.
I think he also just could have hit earlier with like 20 Marines and then continued to flood, or maybe not 20, a little more. But he waited for the Hellbat thing, and you're just not going to get enough of them.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, congratulations, Zoe. Congratulations, Soup Catcher. You are moving on to our grand finals, our top 3 with -0 And my brain just stopped. Who else was waiting up there? Oh my god.
Eris?
So Eris, jeez.
Maybe.
I kept wanting to say Zoe, but Zoe is in the top 3 with Eris though, and -0. And good job, Fidelina and Underdog. An amazing performance. I would have to say most entertaining games have to go to Dominiondog this season.
Yeah, definitely.
I think I would give
Just
give
such
Dominiondog that
variety, like throughout, and such a
Great
change from, like,
variety.
the past, and everything seemed very, very customized to like who he was gonna play, and smart strategies picked throughout.
Yeah, I'm super impressed. I'm impressed by all our bots every season.
Yes.
You guys do such an awesome job. Again, big shout out to all of our authors this season.
Yes.
Every single one of you. All our teams, all our solo authors.
What's a group of bot authors? Probably an algorithm of authors.
An algorithm of authors. There you go.
Yeah,
Or,
something like that.
A string of authors.
Yeah, a library.
A library of authors.
Makes
Something.
sense. Coding wise. Yeah.
Well, no, seriously. Good job, everybody. This has been an incredible season, but we do now have our top 3. Once again, we've got -0, created by MindMe. We have got Eris, and we have got Zoe, our 2 Zerg bots there. Eris created by my brain's not working. Rasper, and yeah, we've got 2 team bot makers in the finals. We've got Rasper and I Don't Code This Game, author of Eris, and we were just talking about Fidelina and Underdog. So good job, everybody. We've got 5 authors, 3 bots for our grand finals and our humans versus bots show match. It's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you download that client this weekend. Again, that should be available through our forum. You can get the link probably through our Discord if you haven't joined that yet. And as always, check out the aiarena.net website and Discord. They've got a fun little tournament going on right now. As always, season 2, I believe, of for their something. However, I always forget how their seasons work. They're different amounts of time for each season, depending on various things. But anyway, check it out.
The Equinox.
Kind of like the Equinox a little bit. A book of authors, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am so excited for our grand finals. It's going to be a lot of fun. Again, next Saturday at noon Eastern. So make sure you're all here. All right, Endersword. Talk us through Star. What's your initial impression here? Did you enjoy playing Zerg? Is my main question.
So I am not accustomed to playing Zerg, but as we mentioned with this bot, you have to play Zerg, so it only knows ZVZ.
Mm-hmm.
So that is my intro. That I am a Protoss player, and I do not know Zerg builds.
Disclaimer.
Of any kind. Yeah. So I have chosen a build that is clearly not a build, but that is my potential exploit of a thing that I knew was a bot.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I think can we just dive into it early? I'm ready. It looks like the game's ready.
So I think it's loaded.
I don't care about their.
Do we have any of our stats?
Do we have an Endersword stats?
Yeah, my crash percentage is above 5.
Yeah, easily.
That's for sure. I just pass out.
Face first on the keyboard. Who will win? Ooh, Star, the man-made machine, or a machine of a man? Ooh.
Now, am I allowed to vote?
Well, they won't know who it is, so yeah, it's anonymous voting.
Oh my goodness! All right,
we'll see. There's Star ELO 10,000. Oh my!
Ooh,
human.
Goodness.
You don't even have an ELO. You're just worthless human.
Oh no.
Useless human.
Just scum.
Oh, I'm supposed to do apparently voiceover intros for this. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll see. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's just do it. We're gonna dive in. I don't care about timers. We're gonna check this out before we end the stream tonight. Once again, thank you to all our bot authors and everybody for making such a successful season. And I look so forward to our grand finals for our bots. But let's have a little fun now, and we're gonna do a little sneak peek of a human versus a bot. Now, you can play this bot yourself if you go download it. We will not have this one available to play for our replays, obviously, but you can go play it on your own time and have fun and see what it's like. But yeah, make sure you download our bots this weekend and play against them. Again, 7 bots you will be able to play against for our grand finals. But let's go ahead and dive into this Zerg versus Zerg, human versus bot, Endersword versus the world. Let's go. Oh yeah, we're doing. Oh yeah, that first they don't want me to talk during intros.
Yeah.
Now they do.
All right.
Here's our stupid human up in the top left. Our fleshy human.
Well,
Can't do a million actions per minute like this awesome bot down in the bottom right. Our Zerg die star.
woo.
Woo woo.
So-
Bots are just superior.
They are
I'll say
better.
it. I'm gonna say it. They're just better than humans.
They can do certain things.
So what was
So
your
I-
strategy going in here? What was your plan?
My strategy going in was to try and figure some extreme thing to do that may just hit a blind spot or be tough for it to deal with is if it hadn't chosen the right path.
Now,
So
who's
I
the
get,
strongest? Who's the strongest Zerg you've ever played against? Like on the ladder,
Um,
or just you played against Jake or something? You know.
yeah, well, I definitely played No Regret a bunch of times, so maybe him. I mean, I've played a few at like tournaments. I played Nurtio. I don't know if I ever
Nurtio
played
was good.
Scarlet. I might have played Scarlet,
No?
but yeah, I mean, you can't really even call those games.
Yeah. Well, that's what I was gonna say.
yeah.
How would you compare
I
your
think
game
it's
against
more.
one of them?
Yeah,
against
I've
it?
beaten. I can say I've beaten in my life 2 GM Zergs
Mhm.
in like a tournament situation, but
Mhm.
like beaten by like took a game off of, not like a
barely
series,
beaten,
not like
yeah.
a series. Yeah,
Oh, okay.
which would be BioIce and Jig, who are both Canadian
Yeah.
Zergs,
Okay.
and
okay.
and it was through cheesy stuff,
Oh,
obviously.
obviously.
so yeah.
Okay. So anyway, so you're trying to do something extreme. Were you gonna go Nidus
Yeah.
then? What?
No, I mean I'm gonna stick to the air, of course.
Oh, okay. You go mutas.
Yeah,
all
I'm
right.
going straight into Muta, and I figure that it's going to do something fairly early aggressive, so I want it to defend against it, and then see if I could get to air and get enough done with that, and see how it dealt with it.
Okay. All right. Good strategy here. We do see Dice Star scouting, taking a look at what's going on here.
And you can see build order wise, I'm already like 4 supply behind, and nothing has happened.
Yeah.
But the workers the same until just then.
You won't find many humans with better macro than a bot these days.
Yeah.
I think they hit everything perfectly timed. Like it's just the nature of the game.
Yeah. Now he
Humans
goes for
can't
the
be perfect.
Baneling Nest here. I of course don't know what he's doing at the time, but yeah, the Baneling Nest going down and sending a couple of lings across, or a few.
Oh,
And
that's what we were. Oh, sorry. Keep going.
Yeah. Just this. I'm trying to like spine up. The one queen there, good enough to hold for now. I want to create a little bit of a wall.
Nice. Good call. Keep those lings out.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say the banelings. They reminded me. Eris now uses banelings against humans. So good luck, humans.
Yeah. Good luck with that.
Good luck with that. See if they can pull it off. All right. So I like your plan. Just kind of wall off. It looks like Dystar's kind of doing something similar, walling off a little bit.
Yeah. So he's going for a baneling here up front.
One.
But I'm just kind of sticking with spines. No lings or anything gross like that.
Yeah, nobody likes the lings.
Yeah.
Nice wall, though. Yeah, I think your wall is going to be safe against the one baneling. Endersword. Good job.
Probably.
Good job.
So he's going up to 3 bases. I, again, since my, personal hero is No Regret, no third base for me.
Nope.
We're sticking, 2 maximum.
I love your wall. It's beautiful. Is that your spire in your wall? Yes, it is. No, is that?
No,
wait,
that's
oh, okay.
Spires behind the natural.
Oh, okay. I thought that was
Yeah,
part of
yeah,
your wall.
no, no.
I was like, that is
No.
the best move I think I've ever seen.
Uh,
Let's put it right up
Yeah,
front.
there's
Okay, yeah,
that.
that's the final.
And I'm just going right to that. And again, being not a Zerg player, I'm not certain the balance of mineral and gas that I need to be producing to balance this out.
Well, you're already behind regardless. So
Oh, yeah.
does balance even matter if you're behind?
It's balancing. So
Yeah,
I've
for
got
your oh, so you
600
can get
gas
Muta.
and I've got less minerals. I think initially it's good, but I should have taken the 4th gas sooner.
Really doubling down on that spine wall.
It's,
You're just afraid of a rush, aren't you?
It's important. You'll see.
All right. Well, is there? Yeah, probably a way. I would imagine just a big swell of banelings at some point should happen, right?
Yeah,
Am I?
pretty
Am I
well. A big
let's
swell of
no spoilers. I'm just guessing.
big swell of stuff. So
Okay,
here,
here's
yeah.
the mutas. All
So we're
right.
going into the mutas.
Good call against
So
banelings. I like
yeah,
it.
and I figured I'd go for the upgrades because the bounce is important. I know I'm gonna have to deal with a lot of units.
That's a good point. Yeah, yeah. The bounce, get a little
Yeah.
extra damage on each one for sure.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
And yeah, he's got the old speed overlords going in
oh,
to
he's got
take a look
roaches,
around.
too. So when are you gonna go start clearing up overlords then? Did you remember to do that?
You gotta, but you can't waste time either. So
That's true.
I always said if you're going mass muta, the muta has to be a surprise.
Yeah.
Like they
Or
have
else
to
they
be
can just
shocked. Yeah,
wars and get a bunch of
because
no, it's-
everyone that's prepared, like you're not gonna kill anyone. So I'm gonna go with this group.
and you got a bunch more on the way. Okay, so continued production, 2 base muta.
Yeah.
You will
So
crash
I'm
into some
lucky he
level-
delivered these guys up to me.
Yeah, oh yeah.
So I'm like,
Free.
I'll take that.
Does slow you
it's-
down a little bit though.
It does. Now, I didn't know at the time for sure if it would, but it did temporarily supply block him. But then he's so quickly out of it that it wasn't worth it.
Doesn't
that
matter, yeah.
Okay,
Okay, so you're gonna let that force go into attack while you try to go gut the mineral line here.
So
okay?
what I had done, so I've got 7 over here, but obviously I've made some mutas at home.
Oh,
and
good.
they're-
Okay.
They're going to try and
Oh,
do
look
that.
at that. Yeah, no, those roaches are not busted through the Great Wall of Spines there.
Not yet.
Good call. So now you can just harass and not even worry about having to defend. That's
Yeah.
perfect.
See if
Okay.
I can whittle him down at all. But it's slightly too few mutas to get a lot done.
Hey, you
But
got a
I
queen.
figure I can kill these.
Oh, you're gonna get all the queens? Oh,
and
it's
my
strength
other ones
even.
are trying to harass here. Yeah.
Okay, just regroup. Oh no, you got him. That's fine. All right. Well, you're doing better than I ever would have. I didn't even attempt to play this because.
So it's an okay start, but now you just see this force.
I'd be
This
dead
force
already.
no longer cares about the seven spine crawlers that I have.
Yeah, it's a big wave of roaches there. And if they commit, they actually should bust through this, right?
Yeah. So now I'm like, okay,
Uh-oh.
he put up spores. I'm like, okay, I have to go back and clear this. But I killed like, I don't know, 5 queens, a bunch of workers.
Yeah, you definitely
Maybe.
did damage.
Yeah, maybe I can clean this up. Yeah.
Trading really well too, actually. Well, pretty
Yeah.
effectively. Yeah, pretty evenly against him.
But then here's where it gets bad. So because it's
Oh, the
great
workers
that
have
he
nowhere
can't
to go.
kill me, but it means that he just kills workers and ignores the
Yeah.
army.
Yeah, we've seen this
And-
situation a lot.
Yeah, the mutas are okay at doing some.
They're just so slow
cleanup.
at
It
killing.
just takes
Yeah.
a while, and yeah.
That's incredible that so we see our bots struggle with this a lot, knowing when just to I'm just gonna attack and suicide it and just kill and do a ton of damage and really stay focused. A lot of
and
our
I
bots
found this
get a
to
little
be an
unfocused.
interesting thing
so-
because part of my thinking was if he's given a situation where he can't win or can't even fight back,
Just pull
of
out,
course
right?
he'll retreat, right? And he
Nope.
doesn't.
Well, because there's
So-
nothing on the ground to contest. So,
Yeah.
well, but again, we see this in human games a lot. Just if they're going air and you have a huge ground force, it's like, well, I need to dive and do damage, or else he's just going to pick this army, and I'm not going to be able to defend. So, might as well go slow him down. And you can see that definitely paying off here. Do you have any? Yeah, you have 8 workers. Oh god, but a lot of
And
mutas.
it's a lot of mutas. It's like I don't know
And
how
plus
many,
one.
like 19 mutas or something. So, like, yeah, it's good. But he even did this like a spore, but then like triple spores is really
They're
smart.
kind of spread out.
Had he been lazy and just put like the single spore down, that's a snipe, and then I just take the base. But I
Yeah.
still, even with like, like 19, 20 mutas, I
gotta be
can't dive
careful.
on 3 spores.
Well, what is it?
Like,
5? Yeah, 5 shots kill a muta.
Yeah,
You've already got
yeah.
some wounded mutas, and they just
Yeah.
it does so much damage.
Yeah, so and then I'm constantly balancing. Yeah,
Having
can
to
you
go
go
back
back
and
here?
forth. Yeah.
And it, of course, doesn't have anything like divided attention. I have to be target firing with the mutas, or else they're all going to die. And so I can't really manage much back home.
I think you're dead, Endersword.
I think I might be. I had gotten back up to 15 drones. try and keep it going a little. Again, nothing really is taking out many of the mutas, so anyone I add, if you were able to get to like 30 or something, now I could just go in and one-shot those.
Yeah.
And I think at some point I even got up to +2 flyer attack. But maybe later. Yeah, okay, I started it there now.
Well, you're holding.
So I'm holding.
You're not dead yet.
Yeah.
But you're about to be out of money.
But kinda.
Kinda.
Yeah.
Kinda dead.
So it's just now, okay, now I have to fly all the way back across.
Our audience doesn't have too much faith in you. 76%.
So.
The bot would win. 23 said you.
I'm surprised that I got the 3 people.
Hey, I voted for you, man.
There you go.
You have held the humans versus bots. You've kept Team Human alive every year for like 3 years now. So without you, we'd all be servants to the robot overlords. So you can thank Endersword for that. Everybody who voted against him.
So here finally kind of broke through. Was able to
go
for this, but here's this convergence again. And
so
it's
if you go for a base race, you win it, right? Well, no, you'd have to get like workers
that's
out.
That's the thing is again, I know out there's still 4 more queens probably and like 6 more spores.
Desperate spine there trying to go up.
Yeah,
oh, here you go, the big queen fight. They're gonna heal, but it looks like you are gonna win the queen fight.
Yeah.
Barely.
I can win it, but then I've got like eight mutas, and then I got a few back here, but they're not going to do anything.
Yeah, it's just not enough mutas with those spores there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a valiant effort though. Good fight. You really.
I think you could tweak this. Like again, I wanted to go with the genuine one, so I kind of put in my one effort, and this is the replay. I think you could figure out a way.
For sure.
Do this,
well, more spines, right?
Yeah. Well, I think that and things to distract, I think would have been something. I think I figured it was not really. Yeah, I want to play it myself.
BM much? Jeez, Endersword.
So I think I figured that it was not worth building anything on the ground to distract. I actually don't agree with that now. I think there was times when I had a lot of minerals but not gas. I think I should have made.
What if you got up into lurker?
Yeah, something like that. That would be tough. Maybe going. I don't know if I would have got to like 3 base to support it because he was pretty heavily crashing against the walls like at some point. But what I could have done, and I didn't realize because I don't know what its timing is when I had initially gone out with the mutas, then I killed stuff and then he kind of hit in the meantime. The wall held it at the time, but if I had held back until I had like 12,
enough more mutas,
he comes in, I crush the wave, and then I go. That probably would have been way better.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I think going
that
to 7 was not enough to take like 3 queens at once and then still kill a spore. It wasn't enough.
Well, you say because you lost some of them there too, and
yeah,
it was rough, but
so
fun game though.
Yeah.
Would you recommend that for people to play?
I think so. I think particularly if you are a Zerg player, I think that's a like.
Or if you want to learn Zerg.
To me, yeah, if you want, maybe. I don't know if it's a beginner course, but it's it's whatever. Again, like it's no joke. Hearthstone lost games to it, and it really is like a high level thing, and it does play like fairly human-esque. And as you can see there, it does pretty like extreme stuff. Like it was just going to flood you and flood you and flood you, and does good like control, like it's keeping queens together. It's putting spores in appropriate locations. It's like transfusing things. It's splitting its army in ways that make sense.
Mm-hmm.
It's prioritizing targets that make sense. It's doing a lot of things that often some of the bots don't know what to do, and I was hoping, I think, to exploit the fact that it wouldn't know what to do in certain situations, and it did. So, that was no real problem for it, and I just never got the time. I think you need a little more of a time buffer to go in, take a mineral line, and then actually like kill a building, kill a hatchery.
Yeah, I never
had that much time to do it. I never had 20 seconds to like kill kill the hatchery, because there were times when I overran it with the mutas, but then he's already at the front door. You got to go all the way back.
Yeah.
If it was Protoss and I could just recall back, then no problem. But yeah, you just end up having to know. I think if you studied it a little to learn like the tendencies, but it does different builds too. So I don't know. But it seemed very, very strong to me.
Strong bot. Well, maybe, who knows, maybe we'll be able to put it up against one of our bots or something in the future. That'd be cool.
That would be really cool. It does run on Python, and you can go download this if anyone wants to give it a try.
I think we have a link in our Discord somewhere, or somebody can provide it to you. Yeah. Well, cool stuff. Well, thank you for playing that game and giving us something fun to watch here for our last day of our Season 1 normal tournament for our ProBots. We now have our top 3 decided, and this was a great little teaser to get us excited and ready for our humans.
Yeah,
versus
that's
bots.
it. This one, I haven't fallen until I've fallen as Protoss.
Yeah, no, this doesn't count. This was a fun show match. Yeah, this wasn't to the death or anything. This was just a little sparring match, as it were.
Yes.
But next week, it's for humanity's survival. So make sure you all download and play against our bots, and tune in next week on Saturday for our grand finals, where we're going to be playing and showing all those games. And again, we've got our top 3 bots. One more shout out to our top 3 bots making it into the grand finals: -0, Eris, and Zoe. 1 Protoss, 2 Zerg. It's going to be a doozy of a finals. Terrans have fallen on some hard luck recently. They were dominating the scene for a few seasons there, quite a few seasons. But now Zerg is just crushing it. They are so strong. It's the year of Zerg, I guess. So we'll see. Anyway, thank you all so much for being here. Any parting words, Endersword? Our lovely fans.
Just looking forward to the finals, and if anyone's around, obviously tomorrow we're doing the post bots. Join us. If you're a Crown Club member, etc.
You can see all the Crown Club names running there. Big shout out as well to our production: Drexama, Laddie, Kaiser, and Kaelin, keeping things running smooth and everybody informed and up to date with what's going on here. And this has just been such a good season. Again, we're so excited to see you next week on Saturday. Bookmark it and be here. And yeah, that's it. We're going to run a Crown Club member shout out and then close it out. Thank you all once again for continuing to watch and being here for Season 1 of 2022 ProBots here on ESChamp. We love you, and we will see you all next week for the grand finals. Have a good night.